over here. Boop. Boop. Almost there. And should be good. Dude. All right. Good morning, everybody. We're going to pack some orders today. Everything that we sold over the weekend. I always say we. Everything I sold over the weekend. So good morning. Welcome in. We are shipping stuff that sold on eBay, Mercari, Depop, and Poshmark. No eBay Marketplace sales. I don't sell on eBay Marketplace other than local pickup. And I was out of town. So none of those. Pop in, say hello. If you're rewatching this later on YouTube or Facebook, say hello. Let me know some of your good sales because we're always learning from each other. Let me zip off my eBay sales. I figured out, if you watched my live packing from Friday, I figured out why all my labels were messed up. Because I had everything in order from most expensive to least from a video. So that's why that was that way. Hello, follow me. What's up, James? Brad, what's up, Chase Scott? Did I get that golf stuff? I did not get that golf stuff. I did not get it. Nope. I thrift all of my stuff. Nice. Yes. Thrifting all of your stuff is good. Good morning, Adventure and you. All right. So let me know how your sales were this weekend. As always, what's up, party people? And Brad, what's up, YTJ? We are just trying to stay up this morning. You know, got up at 5 something, not by choice. That's what happens when you get a dog. Good morning, Momo. But yeah, 40 sales over the weekend. Behind me, you probably can't see it on, oh, you can see it on TikTok, but last night I came home and I packed up 20 orders that were Thursday and Friday orders. So everything here is Saturday, Sunday, and I sold one thing overnight. So Saturday, Sunday, one thing overnight, 40 orders. Things were better. Things have been better this weekend and this week reselling than they were the past 2 weeks. I don't know why. We can all have a reason. Maybe it's because school's coming back. I don't know. But that's why. What's up, Richard? Good morning. Good morning, Annie. Sales were good. 14 since Monday or since Saturday. Moved several items on sale. Cheaps to move stuff. Yep. Same with me. I also have been, actually I haven't even been running sales. I just marked a whole bunch of stuff down. Because with the auto posture, you know how it delist and relist. When it delists from your sale and relist, then the item's not on sale anymore. So I just went through and bulk edited a whole bunch of my stuff much cheaper. So I'm not even running sales. My sales are up too. Okay, good. So it's not just me. Everyone's sales are up. Love your reels. Thanks, Wild Deals. Appreciate it. I'm trying to hone in on like what people are more interested in. So I did a reel of like my top 5 finds in Chicago, and that was fun for me to do. I like doing that. I'm thinking about moving more towards men's clothing than women's. My sell-through is garbage, but I enjoy women's clothing so much more. Okay, so let's talk about that. I went to work and got asked if I want to leave. F yes, I do. Well, you know, you got to pay the bills. At the end of the day, you want to enjoy. I mean, you're making money, but and not always like making money is fun, and it's not always what you enjoy, but you got to enjoy what you're doing. If you're in the thrift stores looking for men's clothing, you really don't want to be doing it. You're going to resent going. You're not going to enjoy it. So make sure you're, sprinkle in a little men's, but keep doing what you enjoy with the women. Just try to get better pieces. Auto Postures needs to do a sale. I feel like it would be hard for them to create. Chase, Auto Posture is all about improving. So send them a DM, message them and say, hey, if you could incorporate or do you have any plans to incorporate sales into the platform that would go across like multiple platforms? And that's maybe something they'll work on. But yeah, that's all they're about. So yeah, I would say as far as transition just from, women's clothing slower than men's, I agree with you. But if you don't enjoy thrifting men's clothing, I just don't think it might push you away from the whole thing. But that's just my thought. Unfortunately, my sales are down. Adventure, sorry to hear that. Like I said, Chase said he priced some stuff down running sales. That's exactly what I did. So I have a lot of sales that are cheap. You're going to hear me running through a lot of things that probably aren't what I usually get for items. I'll talk about it. And also, I wanted to also talk about, I've had a lot of messages recently about like, what do I think? Is this a good buy? Those sorts of things. I just want to make it clear and make it known. Please do not force a buy. If sales are slow or you're having trouble sourcing, do not force that buy. Do not force yourself to buy the item that you know might sit for a long time. Don't do it. I've done it plenty of times. Just don't force that buy. I wouldn't do it. Leave it there. Wait for the next item. Anything linen is flying right now for sure. I just listed 2 linen pieces. One here and another one down here. But yeah, I just listed 2 linen pieces, both Polo Ralph Lauren. Hopefully I don't even have to put them away. They sell quick. Good morning from Tampa Bay. What's up? Tampa Bay's in the house. You live near K-Way? New logo? Yes, Shagger, I did. I made a new logo. I went through about 50, probably more like 100 logos. I changed the logo. The logo is a little bit different on Restream, I think, right now. But yeah, new logo. I thought it was a little bit tacky to have a picture of a truck, so I want to make it more cartoony. So yeah, that's what I did. Morning, Smoky Mountain. I did promoted listings and I have sales every day now. To me, it's totally worth it. Thrifty Tiffy, that's what's great. So Thrifty Tiffy is saying promoted listings is working really well for her on eBay. So if you aren't doing promoted listings on eBay, maybe give that a shot. Do promoted listings on eBay. And right now I'm not doing any, but that might be something I'm going to start looking into again because I have done it before since sales are slow. B-Top yes, good point. All right, I'm glad you pointed that out. We'll talk about that too. Welcome everyone in. Love your reels and good job on brand selection. Hey, thank you, Jeannie. Yep, that's what we're about. I've been doing it a long time, so I've made a lot of mistakes along the way, but still making mistakes, but usually not very many. Hey, sirs, have you ever seen a Hickey Freeman suit with Zegna cloth? Yeah, I have an insane suit haul this weekend. That is freaking awesome. Suits are, as you guys know, one of my favorite things to sell. Probably my least favorite thing to list. But yes, Hickey Freeman with a Zegna cloth. You'll see a lot of suits with a Zegna cloth. Hickey Freeman is American made, I believe. So your size will be American. We're going to start finding lots of Ralph Lauren linen down here in southeastern Indiana too. Critical. I'm coming your way then. I'm coming to southeastern Indiana. I went to in between Indianapolis and Louisville, about halfway. There's Columbus or Seymour, one of the two, but there's some Goodwills there that are pretty decent. Serfs have a problem. It's called sourcing Whatnot. Hey, as long as you're buying stuff off Whatnot and you can flip it to make money or use it for your family, it's great. I actually was on the phone with Bearder last night. I think Whatnot is an auction. Auctions are meant for people to get deals, for people to just liquidate and people to get deals. So I feel like Whatnot is a place to get deals. If you're buying, you're going to go over there and get deals. You're going to usually pay less than you will on eBay or other places. It's not a bad place to source. I have a whole box I got in the mail from sourcing. I bought a whole bunch of stuff. I'm going to try. There was Not Your Daughter's jeans, and I have never sold those before because they're $8 for me, but I was buying them for $4. So I'm gonna sell some of those. They're like in new condition. Look at this. Auto Posture had it for a week and already got 18 sales. Michael, I don't lie. I don't sell anything. I don't talk really about anything other than like maybe the products I use, but I will push Auto Posture because it will help your sales. I push it all day long. I will push Auto Posture for forever. Good morning, Sophia. Best part of my Monday is watching this live. Best part of waking up is not surfs in a cup, but you know what I mean. I can't get any views on eBay. Advice. I have about 50 items listed though. Angie, keep listing. 50 items is not a lot of items listed. And I never look at views. Don't look at views. Instead of taking your time looking at views, take that time to list another item. I could sit on my phone. I've done it a million times and wandered. And by going to an item and looking at views is wandering. Instead, list. So while looking at your views, you can add another item listed. Don't look at views. I've never ever looked at views on my eBay items unless it's an auction item. I never look at views. NYD jeans sell all the time for me. Okay, great. So being on Whatnot, I bought like 3 or 4 pairs, really good condition for $4 a piece. Hope to be selling those. Good morning, junior varsity. Get out of here with that K word. I'm not, none of that. Okay, so let's talk about it. Yes. Yes, Shy Girl, new logo. Snap Dabble, hello, good morning. Depop took away seller fees. Is this a good thing or is it a bad thing? So if you're just waking up, if you're not cross-listing, I just talked about auto posture. Cross-listing, I had 40 sales, right, over the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and this morning. 20 of them were off eBay. I only have sold on eBay in the past. So I doubled my sales by cross-listing with auto posture and having the automation system. So auto posture, if you're reselling, you have more than 100 items in an eBay store or Poshmark store, you need to get auto posture. I'm telling you right now, you're going to make sales. Not just pitching it, whatever. But I do get a little kickback. I will not lie about that. And it's not much, but I'm just saying. Surfsupfinds.com, and you get $5 off. So you can either go over there and get it, which is totally fine, or get $5 off using Surfsup Finds. But auto posture. So since I've been cross-listing over to Depop, Mercari, and Poshmark using auto posture, everything's been great. Mercari, I had 2 sales over the weekend. I'm getting to the point here. Depop, I had 8. Mercari 2, Depop 8. About a month ago, Mercari took away seller fees. That has hurt. I have not had as many sales on Mercari since they took away seller fees. So, Mercari 2 sales. Depop going to follow suit. It's great for sellers, right? But is it great for sellers? 8 sales on Depop is what I got. This morning they announced they're taking away seller fees. What do you guys think? Is that going to be good or is that going to be bad? Is it going to flood Depop with more sellers and raising the fees on the other side? But there are no seller fees, but they are going to charge the sellers $1 per like sale, and then like up to 5% per item for something or other. But it's still going to decrease your fees by a lot. It's going to benefit the sellers. Do I promote my listings? I don't currently, but we have people over here that are promoting them right now and saying they're getting sales. So it just depends on your business model. All right. Whatnot is addicting. I spent a fortune and didn't even realize it. It's so easy to do. It is addicting. All you have to do, and that's auctions too. It's addicting because you're like, I can win this. I can win this. And next thing you know, you're up to a price you're probably not comfortable with. And then you get stuck with that item no one else is bidding. And you're like, dang it, I didn't really want to pay that much. That's the danger in auctions in general. Whatnot or any auction. Morning, Bobby. Good morning, JD. So that's what's going on with Depop. If you haven't heard, they're taking away the seller fees. Supposed to be really good Goodwill outlet in Clarksville. I'm going to try it out soon. Let's go. I'm all about the outlet. Miss you. What's up, Kings? Kings, I watch your stuff still all the time. Last week, I watched you live at, I was really envious. You were live at Broomfield, whatever the flea market is you have out there. That's just amazing. I would love to have a flea market like that. So keep doing those lives out there. I love watching those. Whatnot shipping is nuts though. Yeah, it all depends. The seller sets the shipping up on Whatnot. So Whatnot, the sellers create the shipping depending on how much it is and all that stuff. Celeste, good morning. I never paid attention to views. Snap says yes. So that would be if you're new to reselling, don't pay attention to views. Just pay attention to listing the right item, something in demand, and listing at a competitive price, and your sales will come. And if they're not coming, keep listing. If they're still not coming, maybe run promotions, run sales, do promoted listings. What's going on here? Bel Air Brad. What's up? Oh my gosh. So Buried texted me this morning. If you guys don't follow Buried, he's not on here because he's reseller Bel Air Brad because I have my hat like this. He had a video pop off over 1 million views because he's hilarious. He went to a whole bunch of different hotels to see if they'll let him get free breakfast. And he was like 5 of them. He's just eating free breakfast. Of course, people are hating it, but it's funny. I think it's funny. Just found the first pair of South Pole jeans, but they are a 44. I hope they sell. Natalie, if they are vintage, like Y2K style, which I did sell a pair. I actually have to pack those later, but they'll sell. They still sell South Pole at Burlington. You don't want those. Those are like, you want to stay away from the moto jeans, the skinny jeans, all those type of South Pole. You want baggy jeans. So at the bottom, they're like 10 or more inches across at this inseam. Just found my first pair. I use the max bid feature on Whatnot so I don't go overpriced. That's what I pay. Good. Very smart. So on Whatnot, you can do custom bid, your max bid, which is smart to do anyways on any auction. If you're live, you have a price set in mind. You're not going to go over it. And when it gets there, you got to have self-control. But also, my wife opened a couple of her teammates or introduced Whatnot to some of her teammates, and they're addicted for their own family, and not a bad way. Like, they're getting new with tags shorts for kids for like $3 for their own kids. So it's a good way to get stuff. Tej, good morning. Hope you had a relaxing weekend. Actually, I'm so sore. The weekend wasn't really relaxing because we entertained the whole weekend, but it was a good weekend, fun. But I went tubing yesterday for the first time, and when I tube, I tell people just destroy me. So I told the driver, just try to tear me apart, rip me off the tube, which they didn't. And I'm really sore for it. And I have burns. I have battle wounds from it too. So, but yeah, thanks for good weekend. Good weekend. What's up? Haven't crashed your live in a while. Caleb, I know exactly what you're doing right now. You are either in a thrift store or you're between thrift stores. I know your schedule. It's a Monday, and I know you go in and out of thrift stores and you come onto YouTube and watch sellers or listen to us. I do the same. So if I'm not thrifting, I'm always listening to someone else, including Caleb Sells on YouTube in the background because he's very knowledgeable. And you never know in this business. I mean, there's always new brands that come to market. You listen to someone, KOA, Caleb, whoever, Tej, anybody, Celeste, people come out and say, hey, this is a brand new brand for me. It's a bolo. Keep your eye out for it. So it's always good to be watching multiple people. I sold a brand new tag Hudson skinny jeans for $90. There you go. Brand new tag Hudson skinny jeans. Not something I pick up. $90. There's still people that wear skinny jeans. I see people all the time. It's just, I don't know what the deal is with that. I can't figure out women's clothing. What do you want from me? Found a polar bear surfing beach towel. Let's go. Daniel, you should keep that. All right. All right. Let's get into some of this because I asked a question. I might tap into Depop now. Yeah. If you're not using a cross lister and Kings, you have been on eBay as long as I have, since 2000, 2001. I think not having a cross lister was my biggest mistake the last couple of years. Now that it's so easy, again, I've doubled my sales. And I've sold other things, not just clothing, over on Mercari. I sold a pen for $75. So not cross-listing, I think, is a big mistake if you're trying to make more sales. New logo, who dis? Vanessa, what's up, Vanessa? Hey, I packed up that ginger thing. All right. Depop no fees are, so the question is, if you're just now joining, Depop got rid of, if you haven't gone into your Depop app yet or you're not selling on Depop got rid of seller fees just like Mercari. People were thinking since Mercari did it, other platforms will follow suit. So Depop, 1997, I'm open to trying a cross lister. Kings, you beat me. 1997. All right, I'm 2001. You were on there like at the birth of eBay. I was there when they were a toddler, just walking. But yeah. Try cross-lister. I would recommend for you, Kings, probably like Mercari and Depop more, but more Mercari. That's where Bearded sells a lot of his hard goods, and you sell a lot of hard goods. So he gets a ton of sales. And so message him. Yeah. So Depop is now having no seller fees. Mercari didn't. The question was, what are your guys' thoughts about that? There could be some cons, could be some pros. It's the same thing to me in bed. Oh my gosh. What, that you're really good, that you're really funny? What do I say to you in bed? Bearded or buried. Most of my sales over the weekend came from delisting and relisting. I even raised some prices. There you go, Richard. So delisting and relisting. I don't know if you use Autoposture, but that's what I do for delist, relist. Yeah, a lot of my sales come from that all the time. And you can tell You can actually go in and manually tell, but you can just tell because an item's been sitting a while and then it just gets relisted. How did the jar do? Vanessa, not as well as I wanted. It sold for like $21 or something like that. Totally fine. I love the gamble. I paid $10 for it, so I still made money. But that's my gambling, right? You find an antique, something collectible, throw it up for auction. You know you're going to get more than what you paid. That was one of those things. If it's something I know that was super special, I would have priced it high. I have an item that we're going to pack in a minute that I priced high. There weren't really any comps, and it sold in like 3 hours. Best cross lister, Heidi, auto posture, 100%. If you go to surfstepfinds.com, you'll see an auto posture button. You can click on that. You can get pricing and $5 off using that, or in my link tree in my bio. Ironically, lately I sell more hard goods on Posh than Mercari. Celeste, there you go. So hard goods on Poshmark too. Boom, boom, boom. I love watching Caleb. You guys are my favorite to watch. Sophia, that's awesome to hear. Caleb, did you hear that? She loves watching you. Don't shave your beard. She likes the no beard and the beard. So do not shave it. Yes, he's super nice and genuine and all that sort of stuff. Got my first pair of Birdwell beach shorts this weekend. How are those doing? I don't remember if I found a pair. I sold a Birdwell polo terry cloth recently. Not a pair of shorts. He has to change his name to cheating on eBay. Oh, yeah, Kings. If you sell on other platforms, you better change your name on those other platforms. Can't do Kings of eBay. You say you wreck me. You say to wreck me when we are in bed. What? I said you're funny. I didn't say anything about wreck you. Buried. Gosh, he's so inappropriate. Vendude isn't bad either. Agree, Ashley. If I wasn't using auto posture, I would use Vendu. Vendu has a few things to catch up with for auto posture. Like the auto delist relist, your desktop has to be open for that. I don't want that. I want to be able to my items to delist when I'm sleeping or on the road or on a cruise or whatever. So Vendu's got a couple things to do. But yeah, I agree. Tell us about the delisting on auto posture. Meg, you know about delisting. I have a video on YouTube if you guys want to watch it, but the automatic delist. Are you talking about the delist relist it? So on auto posture, your items will, instead of renewing every 30 days, auto posture will delist it and relist it as a brand new item. So your eBay store thinks you're constantly listing new items all the time, even though they were the same items. But auto posture delist or relist it, so it has a brand new like item ID type of thing. I know, but I want to explain to others. Oh, okay, I got you. So that's the delist relist it, and that's on the other platforms too, Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop. So it takes it off and then relists it like a brand new item. So it pushes it in the algorithms. That's why you might see that item sell when it didn't sell before you had the automation tool on Poshmark or on auto posture. That's the automation tool. Also the automatic delist, the what's it called? Automatic delist. So like if your item sells on eBay, it will automatically delist it from Poshmark, Depop, Mercari. You don't have to do that. So that way you don't get a sale 2 times and you're stuck with pissing off a customer pretty much, because that's what it's going to come down to. Do you have a standard standard generic shipping weight and dimensions for your clothing packages? Feel like I'm leaving money on the table every time I ship. So since I've been doing this a long time, Jamie, I kind of know exactly what something weighs. Like a Polo Ralph Lauren shirt, I usually put at like, if it's thick or not. If it's like a medium, 10 ounces. If it's thick, 13, 14 ounces. And I just do like 8x6x2. So that's what I've been thinking. Thinking about cutting my hair though. Beard is staying for sure. Caleb, cut your hair. It always grows back. Why not? Why not? I know Justin from, he's only on Whatnot really now, but Justin from Out There Flipping cut all his hair. I think it looks cool. What's up? Is that Meg? Meg, did I do okay? Did I do all right with that one? What technology does auto posture use to keep your different credentials safe? So if you don't feel comfortable using auto postures, putting in, so when you go into auto posture, you put in your eBay Poshmark, all your credentials, so it can get in there and do all automation. You can use a Google Chrome extension if you don't feel safe doing that. So there's a feature on Autopasha to use a Chrome extension. So you don't have to do that. What do I sell on Etsy? I have never sold on Etsy. I feel like Etsy is more of like your own stuff. So if I create something, I sell it over there, but I don't sell on Etsy. Sold 4 items yesterday. One of my better days since starting. Let's go, Jackson. All right, let's get to some sales. My worst platform, again, Poshmark doesn't take fees. Great. But ever since that, they passed their fees on to the buyers. Depop just announced they're not taking fees. I had two on Mercari. Not great. Not great. 2 on Mercari. One of them, already packaged it up last night. Like I said, I packaged 20 items last night. These are everything that sold Saturday, Sunday, and today. But I wanted to pack this up because I already had it out. This is a pin. It is a sterling silver pin that I sold for $75. So as you guys know, I don't just do clothing. I do hard goods. The other item, something that was unique. I've never found this before. It was a 3XL Duluth crew neck. I got it for $1.99. But what's unique about it, it was a 3XL, but it was 100% wool. So 100% wool crew neck t-shirt. Never seen that before. Sold it on Mercari for only $10. So 2 into 10. Not a great one, but I don't know. I tried it out. Good morning, everyone. Crush it today. Hayden said, good morning. Crush it, everyone. Thanks for popping in, guys. Appreciate it. If you're new on here, you can hit the follow or just hit the like. Drink your coffee and watch. I drink Monster. You guys know that. I don't drink coffee. Good morning, Koo. Beard came in like a wrecking ball. Do you know you can buy yourself flowers? Yeah, you can. Can you? Buried, again, he has a video that has 1 million views on TikTok right now. You guys should go watch it. It's funny. It's funny. All right, that's from Mercari. 2 sales. One for $75, which that pen I basically got for free. And the Duluth one, I paid $2, sold it for $10. So I wouldn't recommend picking those up unless you find like 4 of them or 3 of them, and you can just group them together and sell them as a lot, in my opinion. Next platform is Depop. 8 sales on Depop. Depop has been one of my least. Not on TikTok. Tams, I'm on TikTok. Did you not get an update? But I see you over on Instagram. Hi. So when we talk on here, guys, we have Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. So I want to make sure I answer everyone's questions all the time. Say hi to everyone. $8 profit, can't beat it. I know. It's not what I like, but whatevs. I already had pictures of it in my phone. I'm like, I'm going to list it. I have another item like that too somewhere in here. This I did not get a good price for either. You guys are going to be like, what are you doing? Polo Ralph Lauren black 3XB polo shirt. 3XB polo shirt. Normally these do really well, but this one was super washed out. So after I got it and everything, I'm like, man, I don't know if that was really a good buy because it's pretty faded. It's been washed a lot. Black 3XB. I took a best offer for $14 on Depop. So not the best sale. But I spent $5 on it, so I still did okay. Good morning, Glenn. Good morning, Lag. Yeah. What's up, Abby? Good morning, MRM. Hope you guys had good sales over the weekend. Just showing you what I sold. Hopefully, I show you a bolo, or I tell you some things not to pick up, like maybe that Duluth thing. But this was washed out, so that's why it sold for only $14. Not a great buy. This is the one. So this is the one that I already had on my phone. These just don't sell well for me. But look, they sell. So if you get a low buy cost, get them. This sold within just a couple days, but I only priced it at $10, I believe. Yeah. This Prana. So this is a size small Prana. And it's plaid. I bought it for $5. I sold it for $10. Not really good. Doesn't meet my metrics. But if you find these at the bins or on whatnot for a couple bucks and you're already buying stuff, $10 in a couple days, that's good. So the sell-through rate on these are not good, but if you price them right, you create your own sell-through rate, right? I priced it at $10. At $10, these would have probably 100% sell-through rate. Depop doesn't have fees now? Nope. Depop does not have fees now. Well, if you read it closely, they're a little bit, there's some sort of fee they're going to have, but they're way less than whatever they were. So they're taking away seller fees, but there's like up to a 5% fee for something is what I read. Prana has not been selling for me at all. Yeah, the only Prana that sells really well for me are the pants that are nylon or the shorts, like the Breon shorts, I believe they're called. Those, but the Prana shirts just aren't selling for me. So I actually have a couple right here. I keep looking up that are in a lot. I believe these are them. So I think these, you guys are like, what are you doing? You guys know I keep that's my closet with my doubled items. So here's a couple Prana shirts that are in a lot. And I've had them for a while. They still aren't selling. So I need to mark those down to $10 a piece and get them out the door. So I have $20 to spend on something else. Next item is a pair of Polo Ralph Lauren size 38 pleated seersucker shorts. You guys know seersucker. I love picking up seersucker. Polo Ralph Lauren, Brooks Brothers, J. Crew maybe. Definitely pants. Any seersucker pants that are by a decent brand I pick up. Blazers by a decent brand to pick up. I see Alan Flusser sometimes. I haven't picked that one up yet, but who knows. These sold for $18. Bought them for $3.99. If you can find a small stain or small hole on a good brand item, do you still try to sell it at a lower price? I see Chris Peak do that, this sometimes successfully. Yes, Cindy, I would agree with Chris at Peak. Chris at Peak is knowledgeable. Everyone does things a little bit different, but right there I do. So the question is, if an item has a little flaw, but it's a really good item, would you still pick it up? For example, a smart wool like this, quarter zip smart wool. I keep having, I'm just going to keep it here because I use this as an example for different things. A half zip smart wool men's sweater. If this is $3 or $4 at your thrift store, and maybe there's a little moth hole right here on the sleeve or a little hole right here down here, this thing will still sell for $20 or $25 with the hole in it. So yeah, if I find an Arc'teryx something that sells for normally $100 and I can get it for $5 and it has some issues with it, I'll still list it for $60 or $70 and it will sell pretty quick. So certain items, blazers and suits, I do not. If blazers and suits have a flaw, I almost always pass them up, even if it's really good, just because they're really hard to fix, blazers and suits. But as far as hiking, outdoor stuff, I do. Good morning, new logo, Tina in Paris. Yes, new logo. Blended. What's up, Blended? What's up? Love Smart Wool. Yes. Snap, you already know. So you know, Smart Wool is definitely one of those that will keep selling. Next item. Again, I've been picking some of these up here and there, but they do sell. Again, sometimes you can create your own sell-through rate, right? If you get items cheap enough, like if you can get these at a couple bucks at a garage sale, these Polo Ralph Lauren polos I normally don't pick up, get them for a couple bucks, then you can sell them for a couple bucks less than other people and still make money. This sold for $16. So if you buy this for a couple dollars and sell it for $16, you're good. These don't sell for $20 for me. So if you're paying $5 or $6 for it, it might not meet your metrics because they're selling for around 16. So you can kind of create your own sell-through rate. Thanks for the Monday videos. You loony, you're welcome. I wasn't going to do Instagram, but I'm going to continue to do Instagram lives because I know some people, everyone likes their own platform and they kind of stick to it. Before I did social media, I did that. And my wife only gets on TikTok. So I will continue to say hi to everybody all the time. Everyone needs a little loving. I sold cool pants with a mark on the knee. I didn't even notice it when I picked them up. Exactly. Cool pants with marks, a great example. Cool pants will sell even with marks because people are going to usually use those to go hiking. They don't care. Do you prefer sourcing at Goodwill, Salvation Army, or a mom and pop thrift store? You loony. If I had my choice, it would be mom and pop thrift stores because usually the prices are cheaper. But here in Indy, it's like Goodwill owns the city. Our Salvation Armies have just completely kind of closed off. There maybe have one or two open now, and the prices are sky high. We have like one or two mom and pop thrift stores, and then a ton of Goodwill. So Goodwill pretty much owns our city of Indianapolis. Here's a bad birdie. It sold for $33 over on Depop. I don't know if I've sold a bad birdie over there, but paid $11 for this bad birdie during a big retail arbitrage sale. Bought this retail, sold it back online, and sold it for 3 times what I paid for it. No, yeah, 3 times what I paid for it, $33. So it sold to Emma. Love the new logo, Reisner. Then I feel like it's good because Reisner, you have taste. So I feel like it's okay. It's very simple. It's very simple. We were at the lake. We were at a lake with a couple family friends with kids, my wife, and I gave them a whole bunch of logos, and they said this one's probably their favorite. So that's what I would say. Hey, from Alabama, what's up, Bama? Roll Tide down there. I'm not against, any of that. So roll Tide for you, unless you're an Auburn Tiger, and that's in Alabama, which I did sell something with Auburn Tiger. Our Salvation Army just burned to the ground. Oh, no, that's not good. Like legit burned to the ground. Sometimes people use that metaphor, but that's not good if that's the case. Finally found Bad Birdie last week. First time. Let's go, Meg. So since I sold that for $33 new, they used, a lot of them go for in the 20s or more. That one they made a lot. That's why I was at a retail arbitrage on clearance, because they were all over the country. They made a ton of that colorway. So you'll get more for yours, I'm sure. How about this? I thought this would sell. I've had this for over a year. A McGuire from the Cardinals when they did the home runs. He took steroids and all that sort of stuff. So McGuire jersey, it sold for $23. Not a ton of money. $23 for this. So that's one of those things that sat for a while. Had to lower the price, sold for $23. I paid $5. Not a bad sale. I didn't lose money, but I thought I'd get more than that, like 50 or something. Are most of my sales from offers? To be honest, since having auto posture and auto posture sending out offers, I would say, yeah, it's about half and half. I'd say offers and people just buying stuff like that. That Bad Birdie was not an offer. Someone bought that. I had it for $32.99 on eBay. When I cross-listed it on a Depop, it does a whole number, so it was $33. So, yeah, I would say about half and half. Half and half. Good question, though. I haven't had that question. Next item, again, getting rid of some of these polo shirts because fall's coming. I'm telling you, like, by the end of this month, you're going to be selling – your summer stuff is going to start slowing down. I didn't say stop selling. Slowing down. And you're going to be start selling jeans and fall stuff, flannels and things like that, because those styles are going to start coming out. So I'm getting rid of some of these polos that just haven't sold for me. I'm just kind of clearancing them off. This is a Nike polo that I've had for a while. It sold for $14. I paid $5 for it. Normally I sell these for $17.99. I priced a lot of them down. The ones that have been sitting and have proved to me that they're not selling. Surprised on the pleated moved. On the pleats moving. Yes. Book. Pleats might be coming back in. Is pleated coming back in? I don't know. Reiser's in here. She might know that. Is pleating coming back in? Maybe they sold. Usually anything with pleats I would stay away from. But seersucker, I'm a sucker for seersucker. That's pretty much all there is about it. Heading to a local hotel for breakfast. See you later. There you go. Barry D. Someone watched Barry D earlier. Local hotel for breakfast. Can you show you how you packed a Ralph Lauren button down? Sure. I'm worried about wrinkles. I sure will. I have one for eBay. Actually, I have one for Poshmark here in a second. We'll do Poshmark next. I sure will. Legit. That's sad. I'm sorry, Cool, about your Salvation Army. That's not good for them. Not good for thrifters. Not good for people who need. Salvation Army is a lot about like recovery and stuff like that for people. At least here in Indy, they have like a recovery for addicts and stuff. So that's not good. So should we stop listing short sleeves and start fall now? Cindy, you do whatever you want to do. I can just tell you what I do. And some people disagree with me, and that's totally cool. And I might be wrong. But I start listing my fall and winter stuff in September 1st. But this year I'm going to start in the middle of August. So in the middle of August, I'm going to start listing all my winter and fall stuff. Starting with fall stuff. Flannels, jeans. Those are what I'm going to be listing first. Flannels and jeans. Then I'll get to my coats probably around October, November. So that's what I do. And then everything that I find that's summer and spring related, I put in totes and put in my storage unit. And I hold off on all that stuff until the spring. So right now I have a storage unit full of winter and fall stuff ready to be listed. So it's like I have all this stock that I'm ready to unload, and it'll take me 6 months to sell it all. And it'll be the same way come spring for me. I started taking photos of sweaters this weekend. Megan, did you not take photos? Oh, photos of sweaters for the fall. That's not a bad idea too. So I always tell people, if you're new to reselling, you want to sell everything you have right away. But I like to prioritize, right? So whatever season it is, or whatever's selling, or whatever's on trend right now, that's what I'm listing first. Jinko's baggy jeans are hot right now. They might not be that way in a year. I'm listing those now. Fall and summer, it's hot. I'm listing those right now. But once fall hits, I'm listing flannels because those are hot that time of year. So that's how I do. I've already been selling coats and sweaters for 2 weeks. There you go. Donna Dickstown, she's already been selling that stuff. So there's no wrong or right way. When did you say you started that? Start posting in the fall stuff? Chase, I start doing it middle of August. I used to start September 1st. This year, I'm starting in the middle of August because I started doing spring and summer in the middle of February, which I normally do March 1st. So I did 2 weeks early, and I saw my sales do really well. So I'm going to start in the middle of August. I listed a 4XL polo, full track zip suit jacket the other day. Sold in 3 days. No brainer. Yep, no brainer. That's a good one. 4XL polo track jacket. And also you priced it well. If it's sold in 3 days, you priced it right. That's important. So right item at the right price. I say it all the time. Right item at the right price. Good morning, Mom. My mom's here. Good morning. She's headed to the lake on a beautiful day. Have I bought the Chevette tie yet? No. That K-Way dude, he gets on his thing, list it, and he's like, oh, we're going to go live thrifting, and I'm going to sell everything, and people are buying stuff off of him. And then he finds that Chevette tie, and he won't sell it to me, one of his friends. What a punk. What a punk. I'm going to sell all this stuff, and then he finds what I want, and oh, no, I'm going to keep this one. What a punk. These are these are my last Depop. Some cargo pants used, previously enjoyed cargo pants by Polo Ralph Lauren, camo. Found these for $3.99. These were actually in one of my short form or reels, maybe like 4 months ago. And of course, they were in storage. I listed them recently, and they sold for $35, $3.99 to $35. Again, I'm still pulling stuff out of the storage unit right now to sell. Hi, Surf's mom. They say hi, Surf's mom. My mom's a saint, by the way. So she was also a teacher and an administrator. She retired as a principal. So we're full of teachers. My dad was a teacher. My mom was a teacher. Sister was a teacher. Brother-in-law was a teacher. Wife is still a teacher. And as you guys know, I was a teacher. Just remember the comps won't look as good for winter stuff when listing. Yes, Snap. Good point. Thanks for bringing Snap. You guys are all the resale community is bringing up good points this morning. So, good point. If you're listing, and when you do start listing clothing, winter clothing, keep in mind of your sold comps. So again, we price off of sold comps. We go to Smart Wool, half zip sweater. Smart Wool half zip sweater. We look at the last 90 days of sold comps, and we think we should price it around that. I would say no. If you're listing this right now, you need to price it for about 20% higher because it's selling for a lot cheaper in the summer. In the winter, those will sell for more. You'll get more out of them. My recommendation. If that same sale comes back around, I'm going to just need a DM. Caleb, which sale you talking about? Make it hard for sourcing. Makes it hard for sourcing now. What makes it hard? Chase Scott, what did I say? I say so much. Mom's here. No 69 jokes. Listen, my mom is a saint, and she's married to my dad, he's an awesome person, but he's a complete opposite. Potty mouth, hustler, all that sort of stuff. He can sell shit on a stick. So we can say 69 jokes all we want. All right, let's go over to Poshmark. And the request was, let's pack up a button down shirt or a button up shirt. I have a Polo Ralph Lauren here. You said Polo Ralph Lauren, but we'll just do a Johnny O. Same thing. So what I do, and again, you guys know the way I pack. I'm doing it all right here. I don't pre-bag anything, which again, that's just what I do. It doesn't make it right, but it saves me time. That's what I've chosen to do. Here's a button-up shirt. So actually, it's a button-down shirt. The collars are buttoned down underneath. So button-down shirt. You have your buttons. You don't want the buttons to get cracked. So I do the same thing with all of these shirts. I fold them in like that. I fold them once, and then I fold them twice. So I fold them like this. So all the buttons are in the cuff buttons, the inside buttons, everything. So when I put this in a poly mailer, it's going to have the natural protection of the cotton. So there it is. And I'm going to put it in poly mailer. But I'm not going to put it in poly mailer because it's going out Poshmark. So it's going to go in a priority envelope since it's free. Slow sales. Sales were not slow. Sales were not slow. Sales were good. If you're just out popping in, sales were decent. I had 40 sales Saturday, Sunday, and this morning. Saturday, Sunday, and this morning. Again, behind me, you'll see a whole bunch of stuff I packed last night. Those were Thursday, Friday sales. So I saved Saturday and Sunday just for you guys. Last night I came home and I packed up those. So that shirt right there was actually, I found that at a thrift store. It was $5. I sold it for Johnny O 40, 5 into 40. It was linen, by the way. Those people saying linen selling like crazy. You are right. We need more dad thrift videos. I know, but he's naughty. My dad is a thief too. He's naughty. He's just naughty. Dick's Sporting Goods sale. Yes. If that's what Kale's talking about, yeah, that's a good sale. It's a really good sale. The thing about that retail arbitrage sale, the Dick's Sporting Goods sale was really good. They had lots of good stuff, but I spent a lot of money, thousands of dollars at that sale, and it was all off-season brands, off-season stuff. So I sat on a lot of money for a long time. So you have to be prepared for that. If stuff's tight around the house or whatever, you don't have that money or powder to spend and be able to sit on it, you can buy some of it, but just be prepared. That's kind of the mentality when it comes to retail arbitrage. I always talk about it like a stock. If an investor someone said, hey, listen, I'm going to offer you this stock in November, and I can guarantee you this stock will 3 times its money, guarantee you, by March or April. Would you invest in it? Everyone would. Mark Cuban, Mr. Wonderful, all the people on Shark Tank, in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. They would be drooling over it. Same thing. You're just going to sit on that stock or that money for a while. Do I stop posting shorts and polos in mid-August? Yes, Chase. I will completely stop. Even though it's hot out here and it's going to be really weird and awkward to be like, why am I not posting this stuff? I just know from doing it for the last 4 years, the weather changes that quick, and when it does, I want to have all that inventory ready on eBay. Next item. We talked about Roll Tide. Well, here's Auburn. I've had this for a long time, and it finally sold. So Auburn for $16. Finally. I've had this for 2 years. Auburn, quarter zip, just War Eagle, polo, Under Armour thing, whatever it is. Love tapping you this early every morning. Thanks for the tap. Thanks for the tap. Look, everyone's tapping me this morning. I appreciate it. You guys you're tapping me so hard. I like it so much. So keep on hitting that tap, hit the like, all that sort of stuff. Appreciate it. During the week, Monday to Friday, do you ship daily or every other day? Yaluni, I ship usually Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. That's usually what I ship. Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays, maybe Saturday. So about every day, every other day. It just depends. So on eBay, I don't have next day shipping. I actually have never done next day shipping. I have shipped next day. Like if people bought stuff last night, I ship next day. But I don't have that in my policies. I have 1 to 3 days shipping because I like to have that grace. That grace has come in handy multiple times. Kids and whatever. So having 1 to 3 day shipping for me has worked out on eBay. That gives me that grace. So I can go thrifting a whole day, list stuff, and not pack things that day, pack stuff the next day, sort of thing. Surfs, size 46 silk blend Tommy Bahama shorts, brand new, $24 worth it. I wouldn't buy them. Brand new tags, I still wouldn't buy them for $24. Adventure, for me, I wouldn't buy them, honestly. How many are you currently listing per day? 15 to 20 is my goal every day. I can tell you this, once the kids and wife go back to school, I'll definitely be hitting that mark or more. My wife said it really well last night. What's your favorite platform to sell? eBay. eBay is my favorite. I get the most sales from there. So over the weekend, 20 from eBay, 2 Mercari, 10 Poshmark, 8 Depop. And I have Autoposher doing the delisting, relisting, the sharing, my automation, all that sort of stuff. eBay is my favorite. But my wife made a good point. Talking about selling on other platforms or I haven't tapped out on eBay and cross-listing on Mercari, Poshmark, and Depop. I haven't tapped out on that. I have a lot more that I could do. I can sit down if I wanted to during the day and work harder and bust out 30 or 40 listings. So I'm going to keep on working on those platforms and cross-listing and doing that. I have not tapped myself out on those. So I don't want to spread myself too thin. I need to focus on listing more items every day. So 15 to 20 is my goal. And I want to try to increase that. War Eagle, Cindy, you must be an Auburn fan. What's up, Tanya? Tanya's coming in. Happy to catch you live. Tanya is always over on YouTube supporting, saying hi to the channel. So what's up, Tanya? I'll try to do the same. If I'm low on winter items, I can always pull from the pile. Exactly. Always pull. So talking about low on winter items, you can always pull and list spring stuff. Just always list. Always list. What is the best platform to sell Olakai shoes on? I think they would sell on anything, but I think you're going to get the most sales on eBay. eBay has the most buyers, so you might get the most sales over there. I need to get all my college items listed for incoming students. Tracy Poshtik, look at the community. Tracy Poshtik coming in with the shout out. Yes, get all your college items listed right now. College and NFL football stuff, you need to list that stuff. If you have any of it, list it right now or as soon as you can, because everyone's going back to college and the NFL starting up soon, and you need to get that stuff listed. Okay, so I sold 2 pairs of size 50 Adidas retail arbitrage shorts. Sold these for $38 a piece. Bought these for right around $10 each. They're size 50, really big size. Really big size. Sold them for $38 a piece. Paid about $11 a piece. What cross-lister software do I use? Autoposher. I think it's the best one out there. If you stay long enough people are going to sit here and say it's the best one out there. It's got me 1 million sales. So I think Autoposher is the best one. It also has an automation tool which will help your sales. No matter what cross-lister you get, Bindu, any of them, I think you should still get an automation. Like if you're cross-listing on Poshmark, Depop, you need to have something that does the bot program. So Autoposher can just do that too if you don't want Autoposher as your cross-lister. Again, there's a link for $5 off in my link tree or on surfstufffinds.com. But yeah, it does list the Mercari. So Mercari, Depop, Poshmark, eBay. And then again, if you don't want it to cross list, you can just use it for automation stuff, which is what I did for a long, long time. I finally found you on here. You threw me off with the icon change. Tams, my bad. Is Instagram the same icon, by the way? Lish, what's up? But yeah, Tracy mentioned a good point. List those college items now. Other pair, same thing, $38. So for those people who asked earlier, these were a full price sale, not an offer sale. What's the difference between button down and button up shirts? Good question, Jen. Do you ever export your listings in CEO generations? I don't, Sarah. I just simply cross-list them over with Autoposher. I don't have to do that. I don't have to do that. Sorry, I had to do the little. I've been on live for a while like almost an hour, so it makes me do the puzzle piece. Button down versus button up. Good question. Okay, so a button down, if you have a long sleeve Oxford shirt or a long sleeve plaid shirt, whatever, button down is when the collar is buttoned down to the shirt. When the collar is buttoned down to the shirt. If you find a shirt without the collar buttoned down, it's loose. That is called a button-up shirt. Button down is when these are buttoned down. If they're not buttoned down, it's a button-up. Tomato, kind of. Never really had issues, but that's what you should put in your listing. I use Autoposher on your recommendations, and I love it. There you go. Laura Harvey just said, I use Autoposher because I recommended it and she loves it. So boom. I don't think you were gonna. I almost want to have like on here, which I don't sell. You guys know that I always talk about it. Like if Autoposher doesn't help make you sales, I will give you $5 back or whatever. I don't know. There is a 7-day free trial though too with it. I want to make sure I got all the comments. By the way, thanks for hitting the follow. I just saw a couple of people hit the follow. Appreciate it. If you're into reselling, that's what I do. I put out a lot of information. I go live all the time. We talk about it. There's a lot of great people in this community that can answer questions too, all during chats. Can you schedule an Autoposher? Tracy, what do you mean by schedule? Like schedule out a listing? That's a good question. You could reach out to Autoposher and ask that, or someone in the chat could. I don't schedule out anything. I list it as soon as I have it. I don't make drafts. Because I have Autoposher and Autoposher constantly delist, relist, which means eBay thinks I'm constantly listing new items every day. Anytime I have an item, I list it right away. My mentality is eBay's thinking I'm working in the background in Poshmark and Mercari. And so that way I don't have to hold off and list those items every day. I want to list everything as I have them. So if I have something ready to go, I list it. That buyer could be on there in an hour, and I want to catch that buyer when they're online. How much would you list a Ralph Lauren linen blazer? Probably $50 or more. $50 to $60 to $70 would probably be ish. And Lish, I don't know exactly what it looks like, but if it's blue, linen, 100% linen, that's where I'm at on those, usually. This is a Southern Tide. I bought these for $8.99 or something on clearance, under $10. They were $8 something on clearance at Ross. So retail arbitrage, brand new with tags. Sold this for $45. Retail arbitrage. Don't sleep on it. How much? How long does it take you to list your 15 to 20 items on average? Melissa, it usually depends on the item. So if it's a polo like this, if I'm listing a whole bunch of polos and shorts and stuff like that, it might take me like a minute or two to take each picture, and then like anywhere from 30 seconds to 3 minutes to list it, depending on what it is. You know, if it's one of these Polo Ralph Lauren button-up shirts, button-down shirts, it will take me 30 minutes to list it, 30 minutes to take a picture. But if it's a pair of brand new with tags, True Religion jeans, I don't have a listing just like that, so I'm going to have to go find one similar, list similar, and fill out the item specifics, which will take me about 4 minutes or so. If I'm listing a blazer, that will take me about 4 minutes to take all the pictures, and then another probably 4 minutes to get the photos right, and another like 3 or 4 minutes. A blazer will take me like 10 minutes to list probably. You're welcome. Tan, 100% linen. Tan's going to bring down the value a little bit, but I still think you can get $50 out of it. If you have 250 free eBay listings, does Autoposher work towards that? Yes. Yeah, you won't get charged for those. I heard that. What did I say? What did I say? I'm a reseller, but never sold clothing. I picked up Untuckit shirt. Is that a good brand? Yes. Trevor, Untuckit is going down a little bit, but I would recommend. So what's this one? I just took pictures. So this is an Untuckit cotton. The reason I picked up this cotton Untuckit is because it's a 2XL. Cotton Untuckits are starting to go downhill for me. So unless they're a bigger size, I don't pick them up. I'm more focusing on the nylon blend with the polyester and spandex. Those are what I'm focused on. So hopefully that helps. Let me get the next item, and then I'll answer some questions over on Facebook and YouTube. These are a pair of Nike golf shorts. I know a lot of people don't pick these up. I do. Nike golf shorts, Under Armour golf shorts, Adidas golf shorts. I pick them up used. I paid $3.99. My buy cost is pretty cheap. That's why I pick them up. And I sold these for $20. So $3.99 into $20 over on Poshmark. Needs to go out in one of these. Oh, okay. Okay. What brand are the shorts? Shoot, Tanya. What brand did I just pack up? What brand did I just pack up? Where are the shorts? Shoot, I don't know what brand. These are Nike. When you list with estimated shipping rates according to a 13 by 10 poly mailer, for example, and you go back and to ship the package, it's actually smaller than the original input. Do you get the difference? To be honest, see Rich, the dimensions don't matter much on something small like that. Dimensions only matter usually if it's like a really big item, it's more of a surcharge or a bigger item, but on a poly mailer, it's more about the weight of the item. So if it's going ground, what's up, Bold North? I see over there. It's more about the weight than the actual dimensions of a poly mailer. So be more concerned about the weight. That's where you'll get a little bit money back. What subscription is good for you on Autoposher? What do you have? So I pay, which I just got charged yesterday, the 14th. The 14th is when I get renewed. I pay $89. So since I list so many items, and this is my full-time job, I have the top tier. For a long time, I was just on eBay, and I was just using the automation service, which was $35. But if I were part-time, I would probably have I think it's a $69 tier where it's the automation service and cross-listing with a certain amount of credits. That's the one I use. But yeah, you can go. I have a YouTube video. It's like 5 or 6 minutes. I made it short and sweet for a reason. I didn't go really long into detail, but you can check that out. That's on my YouTube. I also have that $5 off on surfstopfinds.com. You can look at the pricing. But I do $89 a month because I have to list so much. I have to do that one. How do you navigate the cost of reselling on eBay when you're content relisting? When you're content relisting, how do you navigate the cost of reselling on eBay when you're constantly relisting? Is that what you're talking about? You have to re-ask that question. Are there shirt styles that sell better? For example, collar styles. Yeah, so there are. I would say, for example, I don't know if I have one in here. I do. Okay, so here's a good example. In Nike polo shirts. And is this one of Tiger Woods? It's not. Nike polo shirts. If you get a Nike polo shirt with the regular collar, a traditional collar that you would think about. So here's your traditional collar. This will probably sell for around, this is Tiger Woods, so it will probably sell for around $25, right? But these blade collars, these are called blade collars in Nike polos, right now are the hot thing on the golf course. So these blade collars in Nike, and they also are, they sell them for the Nike tennis as well. Blade collars do better. So if I'm out and I see a Nike blade collar for $10, I'm going to probably pick that up. But if it's next to a Nike traditional collar, I might not pick that one up. So yes, collars can make a difference. As far as button down, for Polo Ralph Lauren, button down versus button up, I don't notice a big difference between those two. What's up, Chris at Peak? Chris at Peak's in here. If you don't follow Chris at Peak on Facebook or YouTube, he goes live over there often. He has a lot of good information as well. If you're looking for reseller content, I always tell people watch multiple resellers, multiple people, take bits and pieces of what they do. He has a different inventory system than me, but we have a lot of like-minded, we get a lot of things that are the same to resell. Do you see Depop got rid of seller fees? Yes. So we talked about that earlier in the live. If you're just now joining, you can watch this later on YouTube or Facebook. But yes, we talked about that earlier. So is it going to be good? And we can talk about that again. Absolutely with Mercari. Be careful. Good morning, Gladys. Gladys, good morning to you. Always commenting on everything I post. Do you find a return rate on Mercari higher than other venues? Definitely not. Mercari, I don't know if I've even had a return on Mercari. So nope. eBay is my highest return platform. And it's usually because it's almost always the buyer didn't like the item or it didn't fit them right. This sold in just a couple days. This is a Caldwell 100% cotton Polo Ralph Lauren. It does have the polo hit on it. Again, I'm going to fold it in, protecting those buttons. Fold it one more time over so it looks like that. That's just how I do it. And it's going to go in a priority envelope free from the post office. You can order those online at USPS.com. And that one sold for $23. I paid $5 for it. It was actually my YouTube video where I did like, how much money can I make in 8 hours? That YouTube video. That's when I picked this one up. It was just like a week or two ago. I was going to ask something else. What's your opinion on vintage tees? They're probably the hottest thing on the market right now as far as clothing-wise. Vintage tees. So everyone's looking for them. Very hot market right now. I don't actively look for them. I don't go through the t-shirt sections at the stores looking for them because they're very, very heavily thrifted. Usually when I'm at the thrift store, I can just tell like there are younger college people or people that are wearing those types of t-shirt, looking for those t-shirts while I'm already in there. So I usually don't. If they roll out a new cart and I find a vintage t-shirt on there, of course I'm going to pick it up. I love selling them. It's like threaded gold. It's worth, they sell overnight if you get the right ones. Gold, you sell like that. With insertion fees on eBay, how do you cost effectively automate your relisting? So insertion fees, since I have an eBay store, that's what you're talking about, Sarah. I got you. Since I have an eBay store and like I'm doing the like $60 a month eBay store, I haven't had to pay for an insertion fee ever. Since I've had that store. For how many things I list, 15 to 20 items a day, I don't have to pay any insertion fees. So since I have that eBay store, I don't have to pay for them. So that's how I don't think about that because I have that store. Are you using Pirate Ship for Depop or anywhere? No, silly. I don't use Pirate Ship other than personal selling. So if I sell something off platforms, which I don't really do, and then also if I'm shipping something personally to somebody, I'll do it. But no, I ship through the platforms is how I ship. I ship through the platforms. This is an Under Armour Boo Boo small polo shirt. Not good. True fact. This weekend, before I went on vacation, so Thursday, I went through all my Under Armour, and I would say probably, I don't know, we'll say 49 out of 50. We'll say 48 out of 50. I priced at $10. All my Under Armour shirts are now $10. I'm getting rid of them. I'm done with them. They're not selling. They haven't sold for me this year or last year for the most part. Plain Under Armour shirts. Getting rid of them. Priced them at $10. This sold on Poshmark, which I didn't reprice, for $12. Sold for $12 on Poshmark. That was an auto posture sale. Someone took that best offer with the auto posture automated offer. So I'm repricing these, but that sold on Poshmark while it was on eBay for $10. So that person could have got it cheaper on eBay. Whatever. Probably made about the same with the seller fees being at 20%, or same-ish. I have an open inquiry for shipping. Mercari buyers do not have to produce the receipt for shipping. At the buyer won't for me. You mean, worry about shipping. Mercari's buyers do not have to produce the receipt for shipping. Are you talking about shipping to them? You don't have to produce it, or them returning something to you. What's my best find, Troy? At a thrifting best find, I don't know. I don't know. A lot like clothing, because I'm usually doing clothing. Maybe like a Coogee. Those are really fun, or a pair of Jinkos. Those are always super fun to find. Or a vintage t-shirt, really fun to find in the thrift store. Do you think golf will still sell now? Golf shirts and golf clubs. Yes, Cindy. Golf, I think, there are two things that usually sell year round. Golf slows down in the winter, but it still sells better than like a pair of regular chino shorts. Golf still sells year round decently. Definitely more in the spring and summer, But yes, golf for sure. How much items do you want to have in your store? Brian, that's a good question. Basically, I don't know. I don't think it matters too much. I just want to be able to make enough money that to be honest, I want to make like 6 figures a net a year. So not gross, but net a year. So whatever that may be. If I have a store with 100 items, I'm selling $7,000 items like watches, it could be different. So I have 1,400 items. Do you want energy drinks? Yes. If you're at the store, sure. Shell, thank you. Green top, sugar free. Look, I mean, my wife and I communicate through here. All right. Silly. When do you use a poly mailer over a priority mailer over a poly bag? When I'm shipping on Poshmark, I'm using a priority. Like right then, I might have used one of these, which I shouldn't. I was just busy talking to you. Everything on Poshmark, I should be shipping in a priority padded flat rate envelope, a flat rate, or an envelope by a Tyvek envelope, or a priority box. If I'm shipping on Poshmark, on eBay, almost everything I do goes out in a poly mailer or an eBay box, unless it's like a pair of shoes. I'll ship them out in one of these shoe boxes, priority. So that's how it is. This is an everyone question. Any hints on what to pick up for college students? All right, Sarah's in with the questions, and I'm all about it. So chat, Sarah wants to know about college stuff. For me, crew neck champion sweatshirts, crew neck champion sweatshirts with like a spell out do well. Especially ones that are reverse weave vintage. This is a Polo Ralph Lauren. Oh yeah, I have one more. What did I just put down here? Okay. This bucket hat, retail arbitrage. I paid $18 for this and sold this for $47 on Poshmark. $18.47. I'm gonna put this. It's foldable. It's not gonna get hurt. I'm gonna put it in a flat rate padded envelope. When you say you list 20 to 30 items a day, you're including auto posture relisting that number? No. So I actually try to list 15 to 20 items a day. I want to bump it up from there, Becky, but I don't include auto posture relist, delist. No, I don't look at those numbers. I just let all that happen in the background. I don't pay attention to any of that stuff. I have auto posture is my virtual assistant. I look at it like this. I don't want to have to manage my personal assistant. I don't want to have to look at what they do. I don't want to have to. I trust my virtual assistant. So it's relisting. It's doing all that stuff. I'm not going to pay attention to it in the background. When I get on auto posture every day and cross list my items, I look and make sure it's doing it. Just a quick like, oh, look at my dashboard. It's sent out offers, whatever. Okay, done. So that's what I do. Have you been selling consistently on Poshmark? Yes. Used to be great for me, but I slowed down. I would say Poshmark I'm new to Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop in 2024. Poshmark is is for sure my second best platform. eBay, then Poshmark. eBay, then Poshmark. This is a jacket that I got. Probably not the best pickup. I think there's not a lot of sold comps on this brand, but it's just really, really nice. Borrow, I don't know. Borrow rain jacket, really nice quality. Just one of those things that they're expensive on the website, semi-expensive, but there weren't a lot of sold comps, so maybe they haven't come to market yet. See, I rolled it up. That's what I did with that one. So I don't know, but I sold it for $33. I paid $10 for it. So that's what I did. Anna says, should I promote my listings? That's up to you. I don't, but earlier in the chat, I don't know if they're still here. Someone said they've been promoting their listings and getting a lot more sales. So it's up to you what you want to do. So I don't, but a lot of people do. And I have before, and it's worked for me before. But currently right now, I don't promote my listings. Do you count auto posture relist? I don't. So that answered that question too. I picked up an exclusive Pokemon sneakers and shirts yesterday at a yard sale. Have no idea if it's good or not. I really need to know at this. $5 each. If you're new, Angie, what you do with those, go to Google and take a Google image of those shoes. And you should probably see those exact shoes pop up on eBay or Poshmark or somewhere. And then click and see how much they're going for. That's what I would do. I can't stay above 400 items. I keep selling. Tough, tough, tough. I don't feel bad for you, Jen. I don't feel bad for you. That's a good thing, right? When I got auto posture, that's what happened to me. I was at 1,500 listings, and I haven't reached 1,500 listings since I've had auto posture. That was about a year ago. So this is going to Kenneth. No, it's not. It's going to Barbara. So that went in. That was my last Poshmark. It went in a Tyvek poly mailer, which is free, so I didn't have to pay for that. Good morning. What sections of items do you prioritize when going to the thrift? Love you. Love your content. Thanks, Manny. I honestly, what I prioritized is when I walked into the thrift store, I'm going to start putting out a lot more YouTube videos, first person, me going in, talking, not live thrifts, me going in to a thrift store with my GoPro, talking, and going through and showing you exactly what I do. What I do is go straight to the new carts. The new carts with clothing and the new carts with hard goods. That's the first thing I do when I go in. Then I go to the items that have the best resale value. For example, jackets and coats and shoes, some hard goods in some thrift stores. Our thrift stores don't have a lot of hard goods. I said shoes, I think. Then maybe blazers and suits. Then I go to jeans, long sleeves, sweaters, then polos. So I go to the highest value stuff first in the thrift store to the lowest value. That's usually the way I go. Ties at the end, stuff like that. 10 into 33, not the best sale. Let's get over to eBay, everybody. But I do want to answer your guys' questions as always. What brand? That brand was Baro, Chase. B-A-R-O. I wouldn't buy it again. Probably it sat for a little while. If you go to the website, they're decently priced. There's just not a lot of sold comps anymore. Like that's sold on Poshmark. You're not going to find that sold comp on eBay either. What's up, Jim Meets World? Good morning. Are you familiar with KU Pants? Found new with tags, but new to me. I'm pretty sure KUIU, Tam, is a really, really good brand. I never found them, but Caleb and I think K-Way found some recently, and I think they're a really good brand. Appreciate your videos. Please continue with them. Yaluni, for sure. Appreciate you coming in and with all the positive comments and everything. Love it. Love it. Let's see. eBay sales. eBay sales. We are, hopefully this is Kenneth. It is. So I picked this up in Chicago for $5. Actually, is this the right one? This is not the right one. So give me a second. Hold on 1 second. That's why I always double check when I'm sending my stuff out. So this is the shirt. So it has, that's my cover photo. It has red and blue check, and this has red and blue check. So this one bought in Chicago for $5. It's sold on eBay for $21.99. You guys know how I do my Polo Ralph Lauren's. Real quick, there you go. KUIU is the way it's spelled. KUIU. I will spell it out over here. KUIU. Reiser said that's a hillbilly Gucci. So that's good. That's good. And Reiser knows what she's talking about. Let's see. Oh, okay. Lots more. I can't stay above 100. Jens, that's fine. That's good. I mean, if we're listing 10 things a day and we're selling 10 things a day, great. Right? That's good. That's good. I'm saying 300, I can't stay above it. And I'm talking with a job about going part-time to list more. Tams, that's freaking awesome. That's news in itself. Thinking about going part-time to a job so you can list more. I mean, I'm telling you, there's so much money to be made out there. I talk about all the time and in shorts and everything. There just is. and not just clothing, just hard goods and just everywhere. If you just put some effort and go on Facebook Marketplace and look at local sales, there's money to be made everywhere. We're not trying to be like greedy, money hungry people. We're trying to make a living. It's our jobs, right? I listed a rare polo Ralph Lauren winter item. I keep getting really lowball offers. Should I jump? I would, Tracy. If it's a rare Ralph Lauren winter item, that's something I would hold off. Unless you really want the money right now to put to use, I would hold off on that. I think if it's rare, I don't know exactly what it is, but you should do well. Like, let's say that jacket right there, I get a whole bunch of low offers. That's like a fall jacket. I would hold off because I know in the fall I'll get a better price. I think I don't promote my listings. I think if I don't promote my listings, then I wouldn't sell anything on eBay. Okay, so Glenn, I don't promote my listings and I sell a ton on eBay. So it's up to you. And you're going to have to fool around with it because I have to. You have to fool around with it. You have to fool around with it. And you will sell your stuff. So you might have to price your stuff a little cheaper if you promote it. Just, play around with it. Play around with it. But I'm proof that you can sell stuff on eBay without promoting your listings and still make good money. Can you make 6 figures with a net $1,400? Oh yeah. So my gross is over 6 figures in this business. So yeah, you can definitely make, and that was last year. And I only sold on eBay. And my gross is going to be 30% more than last year, maybe even more than that. I sold 20 items on eBay this weekend and another 20 more across Depop, Mercari, and Poshmark. So it might be even more than that. These right here, I bought for 75% off, $15. 75% off, $15. Sold it for $11.99. I've sold a ton of these. Retail arbitrage. So that's a mallet cover. A mallet cover. Did you figure out why your printer printed labels? Yes, snap. So the reason my printer, so if you watched me, what day was that? Thursday morning? I think that was Thursday morning. My printer, so the way I do my shipping on eBay, everywhere else is the same too, but on eBay, I get all my items, I put them in order on when they sold. So on my phone, like you go from like the stuff that sold the most recent to the least recent, put them in a stack, and then I print my labels out in that order. So I can just pick up the item, double check, put it on. Thursday, the labels were all over the place. Like I didn't know what was what. Like they were all over the place. The reason why was because on my ship my items that are awaiting shipment, all of those were categorized or itemized by price, highest price first, because I did that video of my best sales. So highest price first. So I just had to go over and hit by date. So I did it by date and I listed it by date, and that fixed it. That's what did it. So just that was my own mistake. This next sale was a good one. Do you think you sell so much because you have so many listings? Yeah, definitely. If you have more listings, you're going to have more. But for me, I've always wanted to sell 1 to 2% of my store. So if you have 500 listings, you want to sell 1 to 2% of that. Five items a day to 10 items a day. That was my goal always. To this day, it's the same. I have 1,400 items listed. I like to sell between 14 and 28 items every day. That's my goal. And if I don't hit it that goal that day, it's okay. Or the next day, it's okay. I'll zoom out and look at the week. And if that's not looking great, I'll zoom out and look at the month. So if you're in doubt, zoom out. This was a good sale. This sold in 2 hours. This is an Italian Nike jersey, hockey jersey. Never found one of these before, probably because they're rare. Sold for $100 and it sold in 2 hours. $100 for a Nike jersey. This is going to Tennessee. It's going out ground. I paid $4.99 for this, by the way. KU's premium hunting clothing listed a pair of pants on eBay. And sold in 1 day. Get your hands on KU if you can. I've never found that brand. I don't even know how to pronounce it. You guys can spell it. If I were on your end, I would say you pronounce it Kuiu. I would just spell the word. I love doing that to resellers, like Kway or whoever. They're like, I don't know how to pronounce the brand. I always tell them, you pronounce it, I just respell the brand. This is fun. I laugh out loud to myself with that. Okay. I'm over $200 in sales with clearing my banana plants in the backyard and selling on Facebook Marketplace. Thank you for teaching us outside the box. You're welcome. Yes, Facebook Marketplace is so good. Don't sleep on it. So banana plants, clearing out your banana plants in your backyard. I wish I lived near you. I'd buy some if we're not in Indiana. But yes, that's awesome. So yeah, think outside the box. Hostas, where I live. I could separate my hostas and sell those on Facebook Marketplace. Starter hostas. But yeah, Snap, that's what happened with my shipping labels. Thank you. It's best to have a group. Yes. Yeah, so also, if you want a reseller group, maybe last year I started one over on Facebook, and it's called Surf's Reselling Community. It's free. It's on Facebook, and there's just a ton of people in there that will help you out. You can look at what people are buying. People post like bolos. This is what I found. All that sort of stuff. There's only one rule. There's a couple rules in there. One of them is it's not a selling platform, so you're not going in there and be like, "What not show?" or "Hey, I'm going to buy it." The rules pretty much. It doesn't cost anything. Bearded didn't convince me, but the same thing, just for people to help each other out for free. So it's like a free Discord. You know, do you cross list all your items, including hard goods, or do you avoid hard goods in certain platforms? Manny, good question. I cross list all my items. So on Mercari, I sold a pin for $75. I sell shoes on Mercari and Poshmark. I cross list all my items. What name to use for P.O. Box? eBay store name, personal name. Which one for privacy? On my P.O. Box, so what I do is put in, so you can see right here, my P.O. Box, maybe you can't see it. There it is, right there. Sorry, guys. So my P.O. Box is, I'll show you guys too, right there. So my P.O. Box is Surf's Up Finds, so not my name. And then I put, it's my business, and then I put my P.O. Box and its address. That's what I do with my P.O. Box. So that Nike was a really good sale, right? This sold in within a day too. Maybe I underpriced it. This is a Caldwell silk and linen polo shirt with the little hit right there. So it's got the silk and linen. No, there's no hit. The hit is down here. I forgot about that. The hit, the little logo is way down at the bottom. It just has the pocket right here. So it's more of like a camp shirt. Sold for $32.99. I paid $5 for that. Signing up for auto posture. I need to get Poshmark for it seems correct. To get Poshmark for it. Yes. I need to get Poshmark. Okay. So this is what I did. 100% you need to get auto posture. You will not regret it. This is what I did. I set up a Poshmark account, a Mercari account, and a Depop account all in the same day. You know, put in all the information, the shipping addresses, all that sort of stuff, you know, where the money's going to be sent to. I set all those up with my name. So Surf's Up Finds. Set all those up. And when I got auto posture, what I did to start with was just Poshmark. I just started cross-listing stuff over to Poshmark, and I got the automation stuff. So the shares, all that sort of stuff. I have a YouTube video on that. I did that first. Because I didn't want to get too spread out, too thin. It's just me, right? I don't have any employees or anything. But in hindsight, looking back, I could have gone ahead and cross-listed over to Depop and Mercari at the same time. It wouldn't have been too much. But I did just start on Poshmark. I gave that about a month. And then I did Depop and Mercari at the same time after that. But I think you could do them all together. I got a Pendleton Orvis last week with the great size 2XL. What would you list yours at? What I would do is look at a sold comp, and you know, you're going to be like, this is going to be your answer, but it is. Look on eBay at a sold comp, how much they sell for, but I would put 20% more on that item because you're looking at stuff over the past 90 days, and an Orvis Pendleton is going to be more of a fall winter item. So I would increase your price on that because that's going to sell for more money in the fall and winter. 5 into 32 for that silk and linen. Silk and linen is always really good in Polo Ralph Lauren. What's up, Felix? Felix, are you back? Felix, are you back home? Where do I get my poly bags? So everything I use, I have a link for in my link tree. Or what I did, again, I made a website called surfsupfinds.com, and it just has links in it. So auto posture, $5 off, like whatnot, $15 off. And then an Amazon thing that has like all the shipping stuff I use, everything that I use is in there. So you can go in there and look at all the stuff I use on my Amazon. It's on surfsupfinds.com. It's okay, Mindy. I can't type. Whenever I'm typing, I type. She says I'm not typing very well. I type and then I send before I even read it. I'm that type of person. Or I'll even do a text, talk to text, and I'll send it, and I'll see I made a whole bunch of errors. I'll have to. It's always, I know, I'm that guy. Love your videos. Learn so much from you. Sorry if I already answered this, but don't ever be sorry for asking questions. I was a teacher and I answered the same questions all the time. It's okay. When you start listing your fall and winter, this year I'm going to start in the middle or towards the end of August. I usually start September 1st, but the middle of August this year for me. Does the Mercari and Poshmark algorithm also reward daily listings? Yes. Glenn, Poshmark is big on sharing. That whole sharing community is really big. So I have auto posture set up on like 4,000 shares a day. In fact, I talked about this last week as I packed this Champion sweatshirt. This is a Champion New York sweatshirt. I thought the logo was really cool. Again, it's Champion. Nothing, it's not old. It's not a Todd Snyder. It sold for, I took a best offer $27 on this. So, I lost my train of thought. Okay. So on Poshmark, auto posture shares like 4,000 items for me, right? I don't do any of it. I don't even know what sharing and all that stuff is. I just know auto posture does it. And I got on Poshmark and I sold 10 things over the weekend. I just have it share 4,000 items. I got a message from Poshmark that I won some sharing thing contest that they had, and I got $100 credit. And it wasn't like a gimmick or anything. It was $100 credit. This morning I made an offer on a jacket that looks kind of like this. That's by Denim and Supply. So I'm going to buy that jacket and either just hang it or sell it. So I bought an item on Poshmark that I got for free from doing all the shares that Auto Posture did. And I'm going to probably make $100 off of it. So I'll turn that free $100 into a clothing item and then resell it for $100. Sorry, I was trying to delete that. What'd you say? How much? Oh, it's okay. So that Champion, $28 for that Champion. I don't buy a lot of Champion. That one was more about the graphic. Good morning, everyone. Retired and reselling is just enjoying being retired. I'm sure you're happy being retired on these days. I know where you live near me, where it's really hot and humid and it's storming and raining and you don't have to get out of the UPS truck. You're loving it. You inspired me to be a reseller. Thank you for mentoring me from afar. Jake, appreciate you. Yes, no problem. I love it. Love being positive, full energy. That's just me. That's just me. You're not going to hear me complain too much. Most of the time. Other than I might complain about like my dog is a puppy and it just won't stop nipping. I'll complain about that. But I'm working on it. I'm trying to fix her. Okay, this is a North Face pair of swim trunks. They just have like little axes within them. They sold for $16.99. I paid $3.99 for these. So I just didn't want to pass on. Kind of had a cool pattern. You know the deal. Good morning, DC Flips. What's up? These comps on the Kuru pants are fire. Tams, let's go. It's not Kuru. I don't know how to say it. Kuiu, however you say it. You guys also know, if you follow me, I can't pronounce a lot of stuff. I can tell you this. I can't pronounce a lot of stuff. But I know what I'm looking for. I know how to spell it. And I know how to sell it. That's the name of the game, pretty much. I can tell you this. I never really read books. I didn't bring in homework in from high school or anything from that. I pretty much bullshitted my whole way through high school and Purdue University and graduated with a degree and everything else and taught, got a teacher of the year award for the district. And I bullshitted other than I was really good at teaching with the kids. I did that. But the point is, you're going to hear me mispronounce things like the kurai, kuru, whatever. Don't judge me by what I can't pronounce. Judge me by my sales. This is an Under Armour, new with tags, polo, but the reason I bought it is because it's Notre Dame. Get that college stuff online and listed. This sold for $27.99. I bought these for $12 in the winter in Chicago while we were on vacation downtown. I went to some Ross. They have a lot of Ross downtown and TJ Maxx and Marshalls. You know I'm going to go retail arbitraging and thrifting while I'm down there. Had to buy it. Bought it for $12. Sold it just now for $27.99. I sold about 3 more earlier this year, but sold that one just now. To Joseph. All right, let me get back to the questions. DC Flips. See you. Say good morning to you, but I'll say it again. I'm going to need a poll or something. Everyone on my IG is a different cross lister, and I had a slow summer. So I want to know if Autoposture had equally slow summer. Yeah, I don't know. So cross listing is different than having an automation tool, right? So cross listing, you're just putting it on different platforms. I don't think Autoposture for the cross listing feature is any different other than the automatic delist. So as far as making sales, Autoposture is similar or as good as Vendu, all the other ones. List Perfectly, List, all those. But what Autoposture is great at is its automation tool. So the sending out offers, the delist, relist, the sharing constantly on Poshmark. That's a different thing. So you can have Vendu and still have Autoposture automation and not its cross lister. There's different things you can have. So cross listing is not going to necessarily get you sales. If that makes sense to you, Sarah. What size scale should I get? Texas, I would get one that you can just fit a package on. I bought one on Amazon for my wife for cooking for like $25. It was a good one. Fun fact, I don't actually use a scale. Just because I've been doing it. I don't recommend doing that. I just don't do it because I've been doing it a long time. I just know how much stuff weighs. This is my first summer. I'm not sure if my items, my tag listing, my pricing, or cross lister. Sarah, let me tell you this too. This has been my slowest summer in recent memory. So I've been selling clothing on eBay consistently since 2016. This has been my slowest summer in recent memory, but I'm still selling stuff. So sold 40 items Saturday and Sunday and one overnight. It is hot and humid and I'm in a hot tub. Something wrong with me? No, retired. No, Juan. You're not. There's nothing wrong with that. You do whatever you want when you're retired. You want to get in a hot tub when it's hot outside, you do that. So, where do you take your pictures for your clothing? On your table or floor? Abby, I actually take my pictures on my kitchen floor. It's a hardwood floor. That's where I take it. I don't have a photo box. I don't have any special lighting. I've been doing this forever. And that's how I do it. It's super efficient for me. Again, it's not for everybody. I think some pictures turn out better for other people. Like K-Way Shop, his pictures look great. He uses a photo box. This is just what's super efficient for me and what works well in my house. It doesn't take up space for me. It works really well. So as long as you're taking decent, good pictures, you'll be fine. I bet you're a great teacher and your students love you. So actually G4 is a good brand to pick up. I love teaching. And I actually had a little sad moment last night. I was watching the news because of what's happened with former President Trump. I was watching the news and across came like give money to help support people with special needs. And they were people with cerebral palsy and Down syndrome, all this stuff. And that's what I did. I taught students or adults because they go up to 22 in school with special needs. And I really do miss that. I miss it a lot. And when I get more time, if I get more time, I want to be a part of, I want to do more with Best Buddies. But yeah, that's what I love it. I loved it. That's not at all why I quit. I love that. I miss it. So I miss those kids a lot. And you have to be full of energy and animated to teach. You got to keep their attention. So this one's going out to Bradley. Those are a pair of Lululemon shorts that sold for, sorry, I didn't tell you, they sold for $26.59 auto posture sale. So I don't list anything at 59 cents. So auto posture sent out an offer of 5% and someone took it at $26.59. So auto posture sends out offers to anyone that looks at your item or likes your item or watches your item. Sorry guys, I am missing a lot of your comments. Okay, Cindy, I'm back up. Cindy wants to know, what are the big differences between the platforms, like Poshmark using priority mailers only? So on Poshmark is nice because you can use any of these priority mailers for free. You don't have to buy these. So you can get these from the post office or shipped to your house for free, which is what I do from USPS.com. So that's great. So you don't have to spend your own money on boxes or poly mailers or anything on Poshmark. On eBay, you can still use these for free, but you have to ship this method. So you have to ship priority if you're using these. You have to ship priority flat rate padded envelope if you're using these on eBay. If you're doing ground, you're going to use your poly mailers, but you're paying for these. So hopefully that answers that question. How do you auto posh? Auto posher. I have a video. So Gladys, I have a video on YouTube. Go over and watch that video on YouTube on auto posher. That should help you. It's only 5 or 6 minutes. It should help you. Auto posher. It's a cross-lister and automation tool. So that should help you. Let's see. Hopefully that answered your question, Cindy. Good morning, Ree. I know you're R, but it's Ree. I know you. We got that now. My ADD, this is where my brain goes, well, maybe we do it tomorrow. Mindy, what's up? What's up, Mindy? My doctor, I had a psychiatrist. I don't see the same one anymore. I don't have one anymore, but he was definitely like, do you ever think you have ADD? I'm like, yeah, it runs my family. Does your hard goods inventory differ from your clothing? I currently do hard goods and only look to expand the clothing. Manny, you're me. I did hard goods from 2001 until 2016 only hard goods. And then from 2016 to 2018, I did hard goods and clothing. And then my dad stopped doing estate sales, so it was really hard for me to pick up hard goods. So I mainly just did clothing, and that's what I mainly do from now on. So you can do it. You can do it. It takes up a lot less room, and it's very easy to ship. Poly mailer, done. Trust me. I got you guys on TikTok. I got you guys. Hold on. How much are you selling that red jacket behind you? I have not listed that. I don't know. I think it's, like I said, it's like a piece of art. So, yeah. That's what I'd say. Love your videos. Thanks, Carl. Thanks, Carly. Appreciate you. I'm on my desktop, so I don't think I'm followed right now. I have a customer that returned shoes prior to submitting a request. I told him to submit a request. He did. I selected for immediate payment. It closed today without him getting his money back. How do I fix it? Hold on, Debbie. I use Flip for $9 a month. This is, for a month, it does auto posture too. Flip for $9 a month. It does auto posture too. Explain more. I'm using a box and an icon. It still works. Great. Yes, silly. Exactly. Silly. Use Flip for $9 a month and it does auto posture too. What do you mean? Flip does not do everything auto posture does by far. But tell me what you're talking about and I'll explain that. A customer that returns shoes prior to submitting a request. So they got the shoes, they returned them before they requested a return shipping or an item return. I told to submit a request. He did. I selected for immediate payment. It closed today without him getting paid back. How do I fix it? Debbie, did you refund him? You can go into that listing and refund him if he didn't get his money back. If you got the item returned back to you, you can go in and refund the buyer. You don't have to go to the case or anything like that. You can just go to refund the buyer. I just listened to the founder of Kuru. They pronounced it Kuyu. Oh, okay. That's easy, Tina. Okay. Kuyu. I can do it. Okay. Got you. Kuyu. I have a hard time with lighting, taking clothing pictures. Any suggestions? Yes. Let me guess. It's black or blue, Hillary. Is that your problem? So if you're taking a photo, here's your photo right here. You're taking a photo of me, right? What I like to do is, if you're on an iPhone, if you don't know this already, you click the center, and then you can drag your finger down or up for contrast. So click in the middle on your item, drag your finger down or up for contrast. So it should get the right blue or black. So that's what I would do. So you can do that on your photos on your iPhone if you didn't know that already. Other than that, you might have to try different lighting. And where I do lighting, I can't have any natural light come in. It has to be just my kitchen light. If I have natural light come in, it ruins my lighting. Next item, because we'll keep shipping, and I'll keep answering your guys' questions too. This is a Tommy Bahama pair of swim trunks that sold for $18. So how about it? These are kind of like hybrid, right? You don't see these. So I'm finding that a lot of the newer Tommy Bahama, like Island Zone and stuff like that, they do actually sell, not just the linen shirt. So some Tommy Bahama sells that's not your traditional. These are like a hybrid short, $17.99. These were $1.99 or $3.99. They should have been $1.99, but I might have paid $3.99 for them. Let's see. Do you have many doesn't fit returns on eBay? Secondhand, I have a 3% return. Actually, maybe is it just under? We checked it the other week. Maybe just under 3% return rate. And almost all those are it doesn't fit or it's not I don't like the item. So yes, I get those on eBay. That pair of Lululemon shorts I shipped just before there. That's something I sold once. I relisted it. I sold it within a week. So don't worry about it. Get it back. The shipping's on them. If you do buyer pays shipping and buyer pays returns, get it back, relist it. Also, I found a child with special needs. Oh, you have a child with special needs. It takes someone with a big heart to do that. What's going on? What does your child have? Does your back hurt from taking pictures on the floor? No, Brian, it doesn't. So I also went to school for PE. So my license is also in physical education. I used to exercise a lot. I don't know. It doesn't look like I do it, but I know how to bend over, keep your back straight, all that stuff. So my back never hurts when I take pictures. I bend at my knees, all that sort of stuff. Thanks. How do Mercari and Depop make money without charging sales fees? Depop is doing something different than Mercari. You're going to have to read into that, but Mercari somehow puts the fees over to the buyer. So the buyer somehow pays the fees to make Mercari make money, not the seller. I don't know exactly. I'm saying starting the whole auto posture thing every day. I'm going to start it today. I got to do the part where it said I don't have Poshmark account. Baby steps. Mindy, baby steps. Exactly. Don't overwhelm yourself. Don't spread yourself too thin. But I promise you, get the Poshmark done first, because that's what auto posture was originally created for, because it has all the sharing and all that sort of stuff. Get your Poshmark set up, cross-list over to Poshmark, and start that automation tool over on Poshmark. I'm telling you, you're going to get sales. I got so many sales on Poshmark right away. I sold the same item on eBay and Depop. I don't think Auto Posture had enough time to detect the sale or delist. What do I do? Okay, so Glenn, sometimes on Auto Posture it will take like maybe up to 5 minutes, I think she said, for it to automatically delist. So that's like winning a lottery ticket, right? You sell the same item like right at the same day or same time, I mean. What you do, if you sell something on one platform, even if you don't have Auto Posture and you have a cross lister, if you sell on eBay, and you sell on another platform, you cancel it on the other platform. You do whatever you can not to cancel it on eBay. eBay is very strict about canceling sales. You'll get dinged. You don't want dinged on eBay. So I would cancel the sales on Depop. Cancel that sale on Depop, refund the guy's money, make sure the eBay sale is good, and you ship it on eBay. That's what I would do. All right, I got you, TikTok. So we're going for Kuyu. Kuyu is the name of that brand. I still watch the video. I'm brand new. Thank you. I'll watch the video. Yeah, watch the video. It should help, silly. No natural light. Yes. No natural light. So I don't intermix the light. And silly, I wasn't coming at you with the list thing either. I just know. I just changed from flip to auto posture for the delisting. Had to cancel 2 sales and then I knew. Yep. There you go. There you go. Okay, I'll try for sure. Yeah, the colors of the items are always off. Appreciate the suggestion. Yeah. So blues and blacks are usually my hardest to photograph. Blues and blacks to get the right color blue. Sometimes I even get people return items on eBay saying the blue, but I've now put in my description because of you guys that item might not be something about like the item color might be different than what it appears due to lighting or whatever, or due to the selling platform or lighting. How many items do you currently have on eBay? 14, a little over 1,400. Appreciate it. Thanks. You're welcome, silly. And also, you guys know, number one, if you're new to in here, I don't take anything personally. I am very lighthearted. I like to have, I don't, you couldn't say anything that would offend me. And also, I don't come out at people or anything. You guys say something that like is something I disagree with or something that I don't do in my process. I'm all about it. If it works for you, great. Same like politics, religion, everything. Like I'm big, you do you, I'll do me. I'm just showing you guys what I do. I make sales and something I do. If you take one thing away from it, great. So that's another bad birdie. Sold for $32.99. Just like that other one earlier that sold for $33 on Depop. Depop sells whole numbers, I think, for the most part. At least when I cross list, it's cross list the whole numbers. Again, printing everything off of my thermal printer. I have all my labels ready to go printed. I have all my items ready to go printed. That's going out the door. Next item, another pair. So bought these both at the same retail arbitrage place. Travis Matthews shorts. I've talked about these a million times. Not going to talk about them. Travis Matthews shorts. They sold retail arbitrage. I've sold like 50 of these if you've been following me. So I won't talk about them. Are you able to do cross-listing with only your cell phone or any other services? If so, what's the best? So you can do both. This is what I'll tell you. So I always have preached like I do everything from my phone. I take pictures from my phone. I list from my phone. I answer questions from. Do everything from my phone other than ship my items. I come down here to my shipping station. I pull my inventory and I ship my items. Okay, I did my cross-listing from my phone too. Then I got a laptop. I got rid of my desktop and now I have a laptop and it's much easier for me to be on the laptop to cross-list. So I don't do everything from my phone, but when I'm on vacation and I list, I do still cross-list from my phone because you can make auto posture into an app. But I cross-list on my laptop now. I know. You guys, come on, bring it. I know. I don't do everything from my phone now, but you know what I'm talking about. Another pair of Travis Matthews shorts, brand new with tags, size 42. Sold them on eBay. Not going to talk about those because you guys already know. You don't want to hear about them. Jason, uh-oh. Jason bought both of those. Look at that mistake. So they were combined shipping. That's why I had them right next to each other. And they are both a size 42. That's why I double check everything. What kind of laptop did I get? I paid up. Sometimes you just have to do it. But guess what? When you own a business and I'm paying taxes on all this stuff I'm selling, I'm writing off any business expense I have. So my laptop was a business expense. So I put all my business expenses in a spreadsheet and I give it to my CPA at the end of the year, including my laptop. So I bought a MacBook Pro, not the top of the line one, probably like I don't remember, more like an entry-level one. I bought it a couple months ago. A MacBook Pro is what I bought. And the reason I bought the Pro is because it has the fans. I just go on YouTube and I see like what's best for this or that. But I bought a MacBook Pro. So I'm going to take this out of this packaging. Wasted 11 cents. Combined shipping on eBay. They're both going to the same person. So Jason bought both of them. They're going in one envelope. What is the app for auto posture? So Glenn, auto posture you can make into an app. So right there you can see the little hanger. That's my auto posture app, the little hanger. And it do everything just like you would anywhere else. So there's your app right there. I'm going to click on it, go to my dashboard, and there everything is. I can do everything just like on a desktop on an app. She put out a Instagram video that shows you exactly how to do it. It's a 30-second video. You just do what she says, and it puts it into an app. So there's no app store. It just puts it into an app from like your Safari. So I fixed those. That could have been a uh-oh. That could have been an uh-oh by me, which has happened plenty of times before. Here's another pair of Travis Matthew. New with tags. These sold for $32.99. Retail arbitrage. Don't sleep on retail arbitrage, everybody. In your opinion, how does Todd Snyder sell for you? Great. Gently loved. Great. Todd Snyder does well. Again, it comes down to your buy cost, just like with everything else. Todd Snyder is a pickup for me. Todd Snyder also does collabs with Cole Haan, with Champion, maybe with other brands. That's what I found it with. But yeah, Todd Snyder is a good brand to pick up. So, yep. Definitely their blazers and suits do well too. They do well. So this hopefully is going to Michael. It is. Now we'll start getting back into some other regular thrifted items. This is a pair of Bonobo shorts. I talked about it 2 weeks ago. I am now in clearance mode when it comes to thrifted items that are summer and spring. So these are Bonobo thrifted or shorts. I had these at $17.99. I dropped all my shorts 30% off in my eBay store. So these sold for $13.22. And any of my new with tags I didn't take off, but all this stuff I am, because I'm trying to clearance it out so I can have money. It's had its 90 days to sell. It's had its time. It's proven to me that it didn't want to sell. So I'm kicking it out of the house. What's up, Jill? What's up, Jill Prater, my buddy for forever? These were $3.99. I sold them for $13.22. Still a great sale. What's up, Arizona? Who did this new logo? Arizona. I had to follow suit. Arizona, you got that new logo? I'm like, you know what? He looks super cool. I'm going to get his new logo too. It's the same thing. It's a new logo on eBay and everywhere. So I told Kaylee, I said, listen, my new logo is going to increase my sales by 50%. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Just the logo alone. Watch. It's going to happen. I know it will. What's up, Tina? Good morning. Is most of your retail arbitrage from stores online or bulk buys? Becky, they're from most of my all retail arbitrage are from stores. Online arbitrage obviously will be from online, and I'll tell you if it's online arbitrage. So everything so far has been retail arbitrage. So I'll go to a retail store and buy it for cheap, resell it. I put this in a little YouTube video recently. This is an MP3 player, a freaking MP3 player. It sold for $76 on eBay. What? And I think in that video that I put out, I think 1 million people were like, no one buys MP3 players anymore. You know, all that sort of stuff. I don't respond. I don't care about what they say. I have an Android. How does it work on Android? Sophia, I'm not sure. So, same thing. Go on Instagram and DM Auto Posture. Almost guarantee you'll get back to you same day, like in a couple hours, and ask about that question. Can I make that app on an Android? Someone might ask, or do it right here. Found a FootJoy snod Todd Snyder. Snod tighter. FootJoy Todd Snyder. How about that? I didn't know. So FootJoy Todd Snyder, Cole Haan, champion. Hold on a second. I don't use this very often, but I have it when I need it. You got to be able to wrap it up when you need it. You know what I mean? Wrap it up. Jill, you know what I'm talking about. All right. Shop from Thrift store is what I'm hearing. No, Jen. Yeah, shop in my store just for a week so I can show K-Way that it's true. No, I always like to just be funny and make stupid comments like that. Because, you know, K-Way, you know, we're going to make money doing this, or this is going to increase my sales, and auto posture does increase my sales. I'm like, my new logo is going to increase my sales. I guarantee it. No, it's not. I just joke. But that was $5.99 for that MP3 player. And it sold for $76. So that was on a new cart they rolled out. I will look at everything on that new cart. If I think it looks special, looks like it's worth money, I will look it up. Electronics are easy because there's a lot of barcodes and names and stuff on them. Easy money on that one. That one sold to David. Sorry. To David. Whew. There's a lot of stuff over there. Looks great. Thanks. Arizona, you know I like yours too. Teenage Ninja Turtles. That was like my favorite show growing up. That and X-Men. But no, don't shop from my eBay store. Are you using Listit? I am not. Well, actually, I am on Listit. So I am on Listit, but I'm not selling on Listit. So I mentioned this earlier in my chat. I have so much. I was talking to my wife about it last night. I have so much to tap into right now on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari, and all that I'm still going on. Like, I have more to list over there. If auto posture gets listed and I can cross list it, I'll do that. But I don't want to manually have to list on another platform right now where I'm at. I have a lot to untap that I need to list more and more on eBay and cross list it over to other platforms. So auto posture might come out with that. I don't know, but I do have my name over there and set up over there. If you don't know what Listit is, it's K-Way's new like selling community. And you go to, I think it's listit.net if you're interested over there, but K-Way will be on here soon and he can tell you all about it. But yeah, it's Listit. It's completely different than all other platforms. Like, you can buy stuff from YouTube and Facebook, and you just have, he can explain it. How do you ship baseball hat? Can I ship it in a poly bag? So what I do with the baseball hat, look at this, I have it right here. If it's a flat bill hat like this, I ship it in an 8x8x8 box. I ship it in an 8x8x8 box if it's a flat bill. If it is a folded bill, if it's a folded bill like this, I can fold it like this, right? A folded bill. I ship it in a box that is a 8x6x4. 8x6x4. Actually, I have a sale coming up here with that. So yes, I don't ship hats in these unless they're just completely flat, like a mailman's hat, or earlier I did a bucket hat. If you don't follow me on YouTube or Facebook, this will be live on my YouTube channel later. You can go through these and watch and see all the stuff I saw, that sort of stuff. What is the best platform to sell clothing? I think the best platform to sell clothing is eBay. That's where I get most of my sales. Then Poshmark for me, and then Depop and Mercari are just like neck and neck. Next item, retail arbitrage. I bought 2 of these. I've had them listed for a while. I had to drop the price because they sell these True Religion now at Burlington and Ross. I thought I was slick and cool and found something that none of the other Rosses and none of the other retail arbitrage stores had. I was wrong. These True Religion Rocco jeans were at a lot of stores. So I sold them for $40. I probably spent like $25 on them. So that was not a good retail arbitrage item. Auto posture is a way to post on multiple platforms. Yes. So auto posture, 2 things. Again, I have a YouTube video on it. You can watch it. But there's an automation part of auto posture, which is like a personal virtual assistant. And then there is a cross-lister part. So I list something on eBay. I will go on to Autopasher and cross-list it over to Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop in a minute. So it does both of those things. They're two separate things. So those are that's what it offers right now. Yeah, padded flat rate. So I'd ship all my jeans at padded flat rate. Buyer pays for shipping. Cool. So again, cool pants. Everyone knows cool pants. I really like them if they have the name of them on the inside like this, Revolver, Rogue. That makes listing them so much easier because you can find comps much, much easier. These sold for $34.99. I bought them for $5. $5. Just packing, do a little fold, a little this, a little that. But yeah. Victoria, you're welcome. Everyone's saying hi. Missed it. Everyone's saying hi to everyone. I like it. What was the two sizes for hats? 8x6x4 was the for the build hat, right? Like this, the folded bill, and then 8x8x8 for a flat bill. So 8x8x8. It doesn't have to be eBay. I think a really cheap place to buy boxes now. And Bearded showed me which site it was. It was Zorro boxes. Zorro. I have no affiliate or anything with them or anything like that. But Zorro boxes are good. But I got this because I have an eBay store and I had to use my credit. The 8x8x8 for flat build, like the hat I'm wearing. And then 6x8x4 for boxes that are folded build. Making sure this is going to the right person. It is. This was also shout out K-Way Shop. So this is a Bad Birdie polo shirt. And I was looking through my Bad Birdie box right here. A Bad Birdie box with my Bad Birdies. And I saw this sitting in the bottom. And when I did that buyout, when I did all that retail arbitrage, I probably bought 20 of this pattern. And this pattern sold super quick. Sold before all of the others. And I still had one in there. And I'm like, there's no way that one's just sitting there. Well, guess what? It wasn't listed in my store. So somehow, some way, I didn't have this listed. Maybe I did a different quantity. The reason I say shout out K-Way Shop is because he just redid all his inventory. And he noticed he had a lot of items that weren't listed. So make sure you maybe do like a little sweep every once in a while. Make sure you have listed. What's up, Chemo? Chemo is pointing to me and said, I'm KUHL. I'm not as cool as cool. I'm not as cool as cool. That's for sure. So that's going out. So again, it's not bad to look through your inventory. If you look through a box, which I do often, and I'm like, man, that item should have sold. Let me check on my eBay store and see if that's still there. Sometimes it might not be. Next item. Alec. So here is a build hat, right? Travis Matthew hat. Sold it for $10. Bought it for $5. And this is a polo by Under Armour, and that should have sold for $10 because I changed them all. Yep, $10. So $5 and $5. So $10 into $20. Howdy, let's start. Cray at work. Carolyn, I'm sorry you're at work. I'm glad you're here. Glad you made it. We're finishing up packing, but I'm glad you made it so we could say hi to each other. We got some more questions. Mindy, should I just box up any summer that I haven't gotten to and not bother this year? Oh, what's my opinion? Let me pack this up. Let's see if this and a shirt, I haven't had this and a shirt fits in a 8x6x4. If not, I'll ship it in the 8x8x8. Okay, so again, different strokes for different folks, right? Everyone does their own thing. For me, once August 15th hits, if it's 90 degrees out, I don't care. Any polo, summer, spring item, shorts, whatever I have, it will start going into totes and going to my storage unit. All of it. Anything I pick up. Even if I'm like, that's going to sell right now, unless it's like an on-trend item. Unless it's something that's like super on-trend right now, and it might not be on trend. Like a concert tee or something, something like that. Jinko, something like that. But yes, I pack it all up. Now, when I first started reselling, no, I did not do that because I didn't have that much inventory. The reason I do that is because I have a whole storage unit full of winter and fall stuff that need to be listed. So I have months of inventory that I need to sell that are going to be priority for that time of year. That's why I do that. So if never ever twiddle your thumbs and not have anything to sell. So I would just prioritize per the season. If you want to, if you don't want to store that stuff, go ahead and list all those polos and stuff and maybe wait until October to put that stuff away. If that's the route you're going. I wish Autoposture would let you reduce the prices on items across all platforms listed. Angel with the bow. I do too. That's something hopefully she's working on. It'd be nice to be able to, on Autoposture, to run a sale. None of the other platforms do it, but to be able to run a sale on a cross lister and it filters down to all the other platforms. Like you can run it through the cross lister and it filters down to all the platforms. I don't know the technology in that. I couldn't even begin. Do you have or do you consider using biodegradable poly mailers? If so, from who do you source from them? I don't. I bet you could go to Amazon or just Google and type in biodegradable poly mailers, and I bet you can find some on there. They're going to be costly, but if being good on the environment and all that stuff is your jam, then for sure. If I wanted to argue my jam for being better on the environment is I don't double bag my items, right? I only use one poly mailer instead of using a bag and then another poly mailer. So that's what I do. What is the best website for cross listing? Autoposture, in my opinion. But there's Vindu. You can do your own research. Vindu, list perfectly, list Autoposture. I have a video on Autoposture on YouTube. You should watch it. Morning, Shiat. Glad to see you this morning. Silly, thank you. Who's K-Hey? Yeah, I don't know K-Hey. I don't know K-Hey. I know a Hey-Hey. All right. Last item that sold was another one of these ping covers. Bought it for 75% off $15, whatever that is. And sold it for $11.99 on eBay. If you were just starting out, Penguin, Snowball, what's that Penguin, Snowball? If you're just now starting out, what would you recommend picking up for a guaranteed flip? If you can flip so you can do it again, just a really good item, Penguin. It's just got to be a good item. A pair of cool pants will do it for you. An Arc'teryx shirt. Go to surfsupfinds.com. Go to my eBay store. Don't buy anything. Go to my solds so you can see all the stuff I sell. Look at some of those items or watch some more of these videos. But yeah, like real quick. If you pick up Polo Ralph Lauren linen shirts, if you can pick these up for $5, linen Polo Ralph Lauren shirts, you should be able to sell these fairly quickly if you price it right and be able to do it over again. Certain items sell really well. New here. What's up, Mr. Thinker? Making me think this morning. Just stubbed a great just subbed. Oh, you just subbed. And great info. Have you ever got free boxes from local stores? Kroger, Dollar Tree. Please share your thoughts on that. Yes, I used to. When I used to sell hard goods, I would go to Walmart at night at like 11 o'clock at night when they're restocking the shelves. And they would have boxes. They would take out the boxes, restock the shelves. And at that time, this was pre-2016, I would be able to get boxes for free. You can go to like recycling bins outside of stores. I don't know. I'm not telling you to. I don't know if it's legal or not. And get boxes out of there. I did it. Yes. So I did it. So yeah. I also bought boxes, but yeah, I did it. You caught me. Vanessa says hi to Arizona, and Arizona is saying hi back to Kitchi Vanessa. Do you have to pay for a store to run a sale on eBay? Yes. Yes, same for getting boxes. Yeah. I mean, hey, listen. Saved money is made money when it comes to this bit, right? With any business. Saved money is made money with anybody in life. If you've saved money at the grocery store, you're making money, right? So, hi, if I send an offer on eBay, can they still use my coupon that I have on eBay? Good question, Rosa. And I have never done coupons on eBay, so I do not know that answer. I can answer a lot of questions. I can't answer that question, and I'm not going to pretend to. I never ran coupons on eBay, so I don't know the answer to that question. Rosa, maybe someone in the chat can help you with that. They'll respond to your question. If you ask some places while they're stocking, they will give you the boxes. There you go, DC Flips. Said it. So yeah, some places do that. What is the coat to my right? That is an Orvis Pendleton coat. Orvis Pendleton coat. So Orvis Pendleton coat. Really cool. Really unique. Aztec. All that cool stuff. All right. Do you have thrift tips for keeping inventory organized? Victoria, there's a lot of ways people do inventory systems. They have a bin inventory system that's organized by like category. They have a numeric system that's a box system where everything's numeric and every item will get a new number until the end of time, infinity. So you go from item one to maybe in a couple of years to item 15,000. The way I do it, I put all my items in like bins. So in my basement, pretend to be like a closet. So in my closet, I have an area where I put all my new tags Levi's. So when I take pictures, I go to that bin. I put all my new tags Levi's in that bin, my part of the closet. I go over to my Under Armour bin. I know it looks messy, but this is how I do it. Super efficient for me. I don't double bag. I throw it in a bin. I don't have to do any SKU numbers. So I take a picture of stripes, Under Armour. These are all Under Armour with stripes. Come down to my closet, throw it in the bin with the Under Armour with stripes. When it sells, I can see it right through it and pull it out. That's how I do it. I do seasons so I can adjust. I'm just starting. Silly. Just starting. Watch as much free content as you can. Take bits and pieces that work for you, and get rolling. Get rolling. Again, there's no right or wrong way to do this business. There's lots of different ways. How do I add a video to listing on eBay? Ooh, I don't know. I know on Facebook Marketplace you can do that. I don't know if you can add a video. Can you? I don't know. You'd have to Google that. I'm not going to pretend to know that one either. Very helpful. Thanks. You're welcome, Victoria. Did you see Depop is taking away seller fees? Yep. Just like Mercari, they are. So the question is, real quick, before I leave, everybody, I want to know everyone's thoughts. Real quick, fire. Cool. The box info, your thoughts on that. Hey, appreciate the Surf's Up logo. I love when people put the Surf's Up logo because that's me. Never seen an inventory. By the way, you guys know I love water. Surf's Up Finds is about water. It's about the beach. It's about the sun. If you're just out coming in, I went tubing yesterday, hardcore. Like I told the person that like whip me outside. I want to hit the biggest waves. It was so much fun. So, and I did a lot of this out there when I was having fun. Is it only free shipping eBay gives when things need to be authenticated? I don't know. It is. They give you a free shipping label to ship when it's authenticated. So yeah, probably, McGill. Okay. Everything you do. Appreciate you too. Stop all that. You gotta stop all that. I'm just here. You don't have to. I appreciate the appreciates, but you're all good. You're all good. How do you price items not listed anywhere or sold but high-end brand? How do you price something that's not listed anywhere or sold but a high-end brand? That's price discovery, kind of. So there's two options with that. Let's say you go to the website, they're very high-end. The cost is $800 to $1,000 for a shirt. What I would do is price that shirt high with best offer and sit on it, maybe $500 if it's used. Sit on it, see what happens, see what type of offers you get, feel it out. Price discovery. We're trying to figure out how much it's worth. Or you can auction it off. But the problem with that, with the rarer piece, is you're not going to have a lot of people offering or looking at the auction. So I would say don't auction off that item. I'd say price it high, figure out what people are offering you it or for it, and kind of get a price discovery. Can you add a video on eBay listings? I have done that currently. You can add a video on eBay listings. You have done it. Okay, so Zep said you can add a video on eBay listings. So if you want to do a video on your eBay listing, sounds like you can do that too. How is Willow? Nippy. nippy like a puppy. I have little, you guys are going to see me and be like, dude, that guy, what's he doing? Cutting a bunch of bushes? No, it's my dog nipping. So this morning while I was up at 5:30, I was watching YouTube videos on how to train a dog, puppy, not to nip. And that's the number one question and concern people have is what the puppy is nipping. All right. Well, let me ask my question to you guys. You guys let me know real quick. So if you weren't here earlier in this live, I said Depop got rid of their selling fees for sellers. So there's no more selling fees. Mercari did the same thing a few months ago. I sold 2 items on Mercari this weekend and 8 on Depop. This is before Depop announced that they're not having seller fees. My Mercari sales have dropped since that announcement. They dropped. Is Depop going to drop too? Where are they passing the fees on to? And are more people going to come over to those platforms now because there are no seller fees? What are your thoughts on Depop not having seller fees? What do you guys think? Yes, a nippy puppy positively divorced. I'm not happy about it. Think of advice. All right, so let me see. Yes, we get the dog chewy. So real quick, to go back on the dog nippy thing, what I learned this morning too, which a lot of it has to do with teaching students with special needs too, because a lot of them have, they're at a 1-year-old level, 2-year-old level. You want to reinforce positive behavior. So if they're biting you, you don't want to give them, this is what I saw, and I could kind of see where they're coming from. At first, it's like, all right, redirect them. If they're biting you, give them a toy to put in their mouth. I could see that being redirection. I totally could see that. But I could also see it being rewarding them for nipping at you. So there are 2 ways to go about it. I like what I learned. Like, we have a little leash thing that we hold on it, and we put him down to the ground, put her down and say, use like an ouch or an or whatever. That's what we're doing. But you guys don't have to give me your info on that. I'll watch other stuff. Okay. Buyers will get 5%. Buyers will get a 5% fee on Depop. So yes. So now the buyers are going to get a fee. So that's going to piss off a lot of buyers because they're going to get a fee, just like on Mercari. I get people on Mercari like the selling fees are or the buying fees are high. Can you take this better offer? Yeah, and we do have chewing toys for the dog. We get the dog chewing toys. I know it's a phase, so we're going to look into some more things that the dog actually likes to chew on, because it's not all about its toys right now. It wants like something that tastes a little yummy. Made my first macaroni sale this morning. 0 sales for Depop. Depop might show its face already. They increased for buyers. It's been passed to the buyers. That may drive buyers elsewhere. I agree. I feel like maybe Mercari that's happened. My sales have slowed down on Mercari. I saw K-Way on Friday say the same thing. His sales on Mercari have dropped. Dream Bones are my favorite. All right, Dream Bones. Shelby, Dream Bones. I know you're watching this somewhere. Dream Bones. Remember that one. My sales on Mercari have completely dropped off. There you go. Yak Chews. So, yeah, sales on Mercari have dropped off. Me too. My Mercari sales are not great. And that sucks because that's a platform with no seller fees. So when I get offers, I'm more inclined to take them. And on Auto Posture, I have a bigger offer sent out on. I have a 15% offer sent out on Mercari to entice sellers or entice buyers to buy that item. So is Depop going to be like Mercari? Are we going to have less buyers because the fees are so much? Are they going to go to Poshmark and eBay? What's going to happen? What you think of Depop saying goodbye to fees? That's what I'm saying, Logan. What do you think? What do you think? I think they do it to inflate the number of the sellers they host. They can blame the economy, bad sales. Yeah, they can blame. Everyone likes to blame So yeah, they can. But it's like we have the most sellers on. We have more sellers on our platform than any other platform other than eBay or something like that. For sure. But I think we all knew when Mercari did that, other platforms would follow suit, especially the small guys. Mercari is so dead for me too. I feel like it's almost not worth to keep up with the platform. Nurse, yeah. Yeah, I had 2 sales. 2 sales are worth enough for me to hit the crosslist button. I'm going to continue to do it with Mercari. But yeah, that's what I see happening. I see Depop going down the same road as Mercari. Also, are more sellers going to come on with crappier items, and then buyers are going to in turn be turned off by the platform and not want to buy from that platform anymore? There could be a ripple effect with that as well. So who knows? Dude, I should have a podcast. What's up? Pretty Good Life. What's up, Joel? Joel, your eye, you have such a creative eye, man. I love watching your stuff. Not your reselling stuff. You know, I like your reselling stuff, but all your other stuff. Your artsy stuff. You can get Kong toys. Yes, we have Kong toys and put the peanut butter stuff in it. Yeah, still on that cycle 20 miles. I just cycled 20 miles. Did you? I'm still on. You cycle 20 miles? Yeah, I gotta get off. I got stuff. I gotta take pictures and list. Poshtek, thank you so much. I gotta go. Let's see real quick. Okay. I'm getting off. I will see you guys. I think it sucks, but I also do really well on Posh Show. They move the Posh. I'm fine with it. Yeah. So they move over to Posh, but Posh has the largest selling fees, 20%. Whatever. All right. Mercari and Depop are basically the same for buyers. I only do Mercari. Yeah. Yeah. With the cross lister, you know, it's pretty easy just to click. So that's what I'm going to do. But anyways, appreciate you guys. Have a great day. I'm going to go do some other work. We'll see you next time. I probably will be live tomorrow morning packing. If you have more questions or you think of something, you can always ask them later. DM me on Instagram or whatever. I'll answer your questions. I always do. You guys know that. Have a good one. Catch you later. Go out and find some good things. See you, everybody.